Wow. Come on. Let's dance. Okay. Come on, you know that sounded good. I was a regular Robert Plant on that one. Even I was getting into it.
What happened?
Oh.
So did die.
Yeah, at the end it did. It's hard to sustain, okay? Oh. You know, some stuff I can sing on key. It's the other stuff I have a problem with. You want to do phone call of the week, or you just want to go to the news?
Let's do phone call of the week.
Really?
We've done it in a long time.
Mm-hmm. What's the matter, Fred? Jealous of my singing?
Oh, it's perfect.
Thank you.
Fred never brings us in examples of his singing.
No. I know he has a band, but God, if you ever hear it, it'd be a miracle. He likes to play where no one can hear it.
You know, I always heard that he does these great raps between songs explaining what all the songs mean and everything, and you never get to hear it.
Yeah, why don't they tape that? Why don't we tape that, Fred?
You heard wrong, Rob, but I don't do that.
Well, I will never know.
Did you tape your Ozzy concert?
I don't know if they had any video of that or not.
Well, what about audio?
Audio, no. We couldn't get to the board. It was just too much going on. Tried to. Couldn't do it.
I see. I'd like to hear some of these raps Fred does. I would. That could be hours of material. See if you can arrange that.
It wasn't last time we got him.
Yeah, it was good.
You know, there's one really awful thing about the new studio, is that I'm losing this vantage point I have.
I know, you can't see Fred.
Thrilled.
I won't be able to watch Fred anymore.
So thrilled. That's the one thing I'm looking forward to.
I am bummed.
We'll figure out a way. I want you to be seeing Fred.
Robin says Fred and Jackie do things they wouldn't normally do because they forget she's behind them.
Right.
Oh, yeah, we forget she's there.
I get to see it all.
What do you see, by the way?
Right.
I've always been able to watch Fred's eating rituals.
Is he still doing it?
See, now I'll be able to watch her eating rituals, which is going to be great.
What are you saying,
About
Robin?
fair play.
You know, the way he handles the cards, you know, when he's back there mouthing off at you when you can't hear him, you know, when he's mumbling on his... I get to see a whole show.
Now I'll be able to watch you.
And
I'll be able to comment on your life.
Back here.
You witch.
Is he still in that eating ritual thing?
You know what? I haven't noticed food so much lately. It's the coffee thing. You know, well, I don't sit here staring at you all the time.
He's now more into coffee, huh?
Maybe your fake hair's in
The
too tight.
coffee was, you know, like the latest thing that I noticed, and I told you about that, how he has this thermos full of coffee, and he brings in a little cup, and he,
See, this is what happens when you go through menopause. You just can't follow things anymore.
Yeah. That's what he does.
You guys are right.
Little cup?
Yes.
He has a little cup.
You know, the top that comes off the thermos.
Yeah. And what is it, a little
He
tiny
uses-
demi-tasse?
He uses that as the cup.
Yeah.
It is tiny.
The top of the... and what is it, good for one sip?
Well, it's a long, tall thermos, and so he does this, and it's got about 2 sips in it.
Yeah.
And
Like
he'll...
I built the thermos, Robin.
He doesn't take off the top, you know, that inner top completely. He just screws that up a little bit,
Right.
and then he pours the coffee into the cup.
Fred, why don't you just put it in a
See,
big cup?
This is what happens when you don't have a life. All you have is cats and no furniture.
But Fred, it's almost like a shot glass, that
Right.
cup. Why not just pour it
It's
into
like
a
a
coffee
slug
cup?
of
Do I
coffee.
comment on your blender, Howard?
No, but you can.
Do I comment on her seaweed wraps? Do I comment on all her
Yes, you
stupid
do.
things that she does?
Yes,
no,
you
I
do.
do not.
Well, no one can see what we
Right,
do.
I can't see, but now I will.
But while we
Now
still
I
can
will.
see you, now that we're winding down our last days.
It's 2 days left. Get your shots in while you can, because
All
then
right.
it's going to turn
Now,
around.
how come all right, so let us get our shots in. So what about on the thermos? Why not just
What
use a
about it?
big cup and fill it up?
Because it comes with a thermos. Why would I have a big cup? I don't have that much area
But
around
isn't
here
it
anyways.
annoying to keep pouring?
And not only
and then-
that, it gets cold. It
It does?
I thought it was a heat thing. Fred likes his coffee hot,
Yeah,
so
but-
he can take a couple of slugs of coffee hot,
That's all.
and then it's waiting for him, hot as
Wow.
ever,
There
in
you
that
go.
thermos.
I'm jealous. I want to see what Fred's doing.
This has been the most fun.
You wanna know why I always-
It's going to be a shame, Robin, because now all you have is your stupid cats and your horse.
You know what? I've always maintained that I could have a view of Fred, but I block him off with books and things.
Right.
I build a wall because I would be so distracted that I would only talk about Fred.
Absolutely, absolutely.
That's
I know how you feel.
Well, you both must be so in love with me then.
So most of the time when I'm talking to you, I just focus on you because
Yeah.
if I look at either one of the two of them, I'll get distracted.
Like one time, I looked over,
Well,
and
that's her unprofessionalism because she can't focus.
one time I looked over and I saw Fred just doing the Jackie thing where he hits the sound effect,
Right.
and I got so hypnotized by him doing
I mean,
it.
it's like he's playing a piano.
Yeah, and he
That's the
really
other
gets
thing.
into it.
Yeah.
It's called having fun.
He's like a conductor all the time.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, you should see him. I mean, he is like Peter Duchin. at
Yeah,
that moment.
right. As he plays that, ow, 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 ow,
And
ow.
you're like Peter Douchebag. Rob.
Toscanini Norris.
Yeah. He loves it over there.
I do. I have
But
a
what are you
good-
saying, in the new
I have a
studio,
good
you're
time in
completely
spite of what
blocked?
she says.
They're
we
sitting
watch
over
her.
to the side.
Then I'm going to have that changed.
And I cannot see them.
Then that will be changed.
We can see you.
I won't
it's
be
gonna
able
be
to
so
see
good.
anything Fred's doing anymore.
You'll see Jackie, but you won't see Fred.
I really
Yeah.
won't even see Jackie,
Really?
I don't think. No, and it won't be the same vantage point. Like, here, they're facing forward. They're really not conscious of whether I'm watching them or
Oh,
not.
yeah.
Right.
We
So-
forget you're there.
Oh, yeah. You do. You
Give me
do.
a
Right.
break.
And so I can sit here and, Fred will get into his little things where he, pours his little nuts out on the thing and starts to,
Now I can watch
or,
you, Robin.
goes into his little bag and pulls out things.
Yeah.
And then, do his little
Fred still
coffee
pulls
thing.
stuff out of
Now
the
I
bag?
can watch
I
you,
think he
No,
Robin.
he
lost
hasn't
the
done
bag.
that in years.
Do you still have a bag, Fred?
What happened to his yogurt? Remember when he used to drink his yogurt?
He used to
Yes,
drink
I
the
did.
yogurt. He stopped doing that.
What happened, Fred? Why'd you stop that? Seriously.
I just don't. I'm not into yogurt anymore.
Because Fred had this whole ritual where he would take the yogurt, he wouldn't use a spoon,
He'd drink it.
and he held it like this, and then he would just drink down in one swallow.
Plug it.
The whole yogurt.
Getting that last bit out.
And amazingly enough, it stopped.
Why did you
the day
stop
after
that,
you
Fred?
guys,
Where's he
2
going?
hours of it on the air.
Having this conversation without me.
No, come on. Sit down. Come on. Where is he going?
He's pissed.
He stopped that ritual.
He couldn't take it. He left.
I know.
You did 2 hours about it on the air, and then the
Yeah,
ritual
usually
stopped.
he stops whatever he's doing after we talk about it. He didn't stop the coffee, though.
Right. What happened with the yogurt, though? He just stopped it after
Yeah,
we started
when we start to point out that he does things in a weird way, then he stops doing it.
Oh, I didn't want to inhibit him.
No, and I don't intend to inhibit him either. But
What
he
about-
always stops.
What else did he used to do?
He used to have a little bag of, like, nuts
Oh, there
and
you are.
fruits.
Yeah.
Like raisins and nuts and an apple.
What happened to the
And he
raisin,
would-
nuts, and apples
He would lay
bag?
them all out on
That's
the
3 years
counter.
ago, my friend.
Really? You stopped that 3 years
See,
ago?
when you build that wall, you miss out on a lot.
I know. I didn't know you
Yeah,
stopped that.
well, I
what
haven't
happened.
talked about it anymore because he stopped doing it. But he used to have the nuts and the
What do you eat
raisins.
during the show now?
Right now, it's just coffee.
That's right. He's
Aren't you
not
hungry?
eating.
No.
Why? Because you were getting heavy, so you cut it down?
Yeah, basically, I'm
Really?
watching my weight. As opposed to other people around here who watch other people.
Will you ever stop chewing on your pens?
No, I won't. But I will suggest that someone else start chewing on pens. Want to start playing dirty? Let's play dirty.
We're not playing dirty at all.
No,
We're
not at all.
playing dirty at
We're
all.
gonna open the barn doors and
coming
keep
on.
going.
I don't care what you
Let's
say.
keep going. Oh,
you
you don't,
did.
huh?
You did drink your yogurt.
Okay.
You
Let's keep
did
going.
lay out your
Let's-
nuts and your
let's keep
raisins
going.
and your apples.
Let's
Thriller
keep
and
going.
And you did drink your
talking.
coffee that way.
Keep talking. You're getting
That's
heavier
not
as you
playing
talk.
dirty.
And what did you
That's
do? You
not
stopped
playing
all of that,
dirty.
Fred? And have you lost the weight?
Yeah, I've lost the weight and Robin gained it.
So that's okay, Fred. I still enjoy watching you.
Well, I'm
You
enjoying
make-
watching you grow.
You make it seem
As
as
a
if
human.
I don't like you and that this is a bad thing. I'm fascinated by you. I
And I'm
love
fascinated
watching
by you too, Robin.
I love watching you. That's all.
Yeah, I love watching you too.
I like how Fred
Every
talks to
time
Robin
you-
and like, turns
every
his
time-
head.
Every time you squeeze through the door.
It's okay, Fred. I still love you.
Yeah. Sure. That's how people treat each other when they love each other.
I just missed the whole show.
Getting it now.
I don't know. Truthfully, though, Fred doesn't sound complimented. You know how you just said, I am complimented, but he doesn't sound
He
complimented.
doesn't sound
You don't think so?
complimented, no.
Was that you? You are a good joke.
It has been a tribute. I'm truly saying I'm going to miss being able to watch you, and you think it's a slam.
It's part of your routine.
Oh, sure.
No, it's a part of Robin's routine to
No,
watch it.
I've enjoyed every moment of this.
And I've enjoyed every minute of this too, Robin.
Yeah, Robin's doing a tribute. Like the same tribute she does to me when she helps point out that my teeth are too big and I need them fixed. She's trying to help me.
Exactly.
She's not the only one pointing that out.
That's true.
That's true.
I get a lot of help on that one.
Sorry, Robin.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about you not being able to see. I might have to
know.
put a camera on Fred that you have a
I
view
have
of
my
it.
own personal Fred cam?
Yeah.
Oh, I would love that.
Well,
So
I'm
there'll be a
I'm just
camera.
going to block it, man.
No, there'll be a camera and you can just watch.
I'm just going to block it.
And I have my own little Fred monitor.
Yeah. So you can see. 'Cause seriously, I don't want to give that up.
I know. It's an integral part of doing the show for me.
If the E-people could please put in a Mars cam and put a little monitor in Robin's office so she can watch Fred, I would appreciate that.
That ain't part of my deal.
I see.
Read my contract.
Well, we have to have a camera on you.
Oh, yeah, you can, but
So why can't Robin watch the camera?
No.
No.
Because you want to know something? It interferes with my working.
All
No,
right.
it doesn't. It
Always
hasn't
has.
interfered with you
Always
for
has.
all
Always
these
made me
15
very
years.
self-conscious.
You mean we would get more work out of you?
I've never done as good a job with Robin watching it.
Really?
Absolutely.
Interesting.
See?
How would we know?
You don't do anything, so how would anybody know what
There you go. I do as much around here as everybody else does.
All right. Well, I had no idea you stopped eating during the show. So when do you eat? After the show?
Yes.
What time? Like noon?
Whenever we get off.
God. No one had any idea. Do you eat before you come in? Do you have a breakfast?
No.
Really? Just coffee till noon?
Just coffee till noon.
No kidding. Do you still
for me.
exercise?
Works for me. Yep.
Wow. What kind of exercise?
You know, running, whatever.
And you don't eat till noon? You don't wake up hungry?
Don't eat. Nope.
And what do you eat at noon?
Like a chicken sandwich.
That's it. And then what do you eat for dinner? Because your wife doesn't cook.
Either chicken or something like that.
That's it?
Chicken, fish, whatever.
That's it. And,
And
no
do
pasta?
you cook that or do you order
No
it
pasta.
in?
No pasta.
No carbohydrates for dinner?
Potato.
That's it.
That's it.
2 meals a day.
2 meals a day.
And no
That's it.
nuts
That's all
in
you need.
between or anything?
No nuts in between.
Wow. And you don't get headaches and you're not hungry?
Nope.
Do you cook or do you order in?
You got to be kidding. Cook? Not me.
Is your wife home for dinner or she's out?
She usually leaves around 5 or so.
Oh, she does. So you have
I
dinner
don't, and I
yourself.
don't eat past 6, so.
Oh, so you have dinner with her.
No, he doesn't.
Sometimes I don't.
No wonder
If
you
I'm
want.
lucky enough to see her, I will.
No wonder you want a divorce. It's true. The guy has no companion.
Right.
What about on weekends? Is she working too then?
She works 2 shows Saturday, 2 shows Sunday, man.
Wow.
Oh, but you
never
see her in the morning, don't you?
No, I do not.
Oh.
No?
No, she's off to the gym.
Oh.
Oy vey.
Where other people should go.
Well, Fred, I could be a companion to you.
Not with your personality.
Why? Robin knows you better than anyone. She already knows all your
And I know
faults.
her better than she knows herself, and I would go nowhere near her.
Why don't you move in with Robin? She has a new
See,
70
no
inch
what?
furniture.
You know what? You
She's got
always
furniture.
hurt the
No
ones
furniture.
you love, Fred. You always hurt
Robin
the
at
ones
least
you
is with
Yeah,
you.
that's why you're torturing
I
me.
have never hurt you.
She didn't
No,
torture
Never
you.
hurt you.
much.
All I've done is,
No.
you know what? Have you
Yeah, she
ever
doesn't know what love is. That's,
ever seen a person who has a child? They tell you everything that child has done. Why?
They
Because
love.
they love it so much they can't stop watching.
Right, and your father loved you so much he
I rest
molested
my
you. Is
case.
that how it works?
They love that child so much that they can't
Is
stop
that basically
watching
it? It's like, Robin, sweetie,
and
sit on my
that's
lap,
how
I'm gonna show
I
you my
feel
hand.
about Fred. I
Yeah,
watch
that's what
him
it is.
religiously because I love him.
She knows all about love and children. She
I
has both.
love him, and so I watch him.
Well, there you go.
I've always
what
thought
I
that
do.
Robin loved Fred, though. Did you think
And you
that?
mean
It's,
in a-
you want to know something?
Yes.
You know what it's like, though? It's like that 10-year-old kind of love that little girls, like, they kick little boys.
She
and
doesn't
stuff like
love-
that in
I
school.
don't
It's
kick
weird love.
She doesn't love Fred. She loves
real
Have
weird.
I said anything bad about Fred?
No.
Have I lied about Fred?
No, it's not the bad. Now see,
It's
now you're
something she
feeding into
knows
it
she
because I know
can't
you got a
have.
show to do, Howard. But if you want to
Wait a
tell the
minute.
truth,
Wait a minute. What is he talking about? What have I done?
what have you done?
What? She mentioned you eat nuts?
No, she definitely paints it to where it's like a humiliating experience.
She does it to all of us.
Fred.
But I'm pointing it out to her. If you want to
Fred.
sit there and just yell at her
How
and
do I
hate her,
do that,
see, I don't
Howard?
hate her.
Well,
I know,
this is how he
I know
feels.
other
I'm
people
not-
on
How
the
do I
show
do it, though? I
do not
want to
like,
know how I
do not
do
like
it.
Robin.
I say
like Robin.
Fred has come
I think
up
she's
with
a pain in
new
the ass, but I
ritual.
like her.
Right.
If I say Fred has come up with a new ritual, and I just tell you what it is,
He gets insulted.
How is that?
Because he's very sensitive.
He is sensitive, but
Yes.
it.
And you're not.
I have done nothing.
And you're not.
But observe and report.
Right.
And Robin's not
She's
sensitive.
innocent.
I think if I said Robin has a
Robin's
new
always
ritual
innocent.
that she
That's
just
what I love
eats
about
coffee
Robin.
in the morning, she would
Robin
not
is
be...
always innocent.
No, I don't think she would be hurt if I said to her she came up with a new ritual. She just drinks coffee in the morning. I don't think that's
But
insulting.
Robin is always innocent.
Well, what are you overreacting
That's
for?
what I love about her. She's always innocent.
He's amazing.
Well, what did she?
And so are you. I mean, Jesus.
amazing.
Well, what can I tell you?
Gets upset at nothing.
No, you know what it is? When
No.
people live alone for years like hermits.
Oh,
it's
Like you do.
No, I do not.
Well, who are you living with?
Well, sometimes I see somebody, which is more than I can say for Robin.
Well,
I
she
have
sees
an
her assistant.
who's
Right.
there every day.
Yeah,
More
and
than
they
your
all run
wife.
screaming.
There's still one there.
Yeah, there's one we can't find.
It's amazing.
And I'm the one with the shovel.
Well,
so
you can't
what?
find your wife, so
amazing.
there.
I can find her anytime. I can't find that
right.
assistant.
If you go to see that
Let's
play,
find that
buy a
assistant
ticket.
somewhere. Where the hell is
Buy a
she? She's
ticket.
probably
You
in
can go see
Bimini
your wife.
somewhere.
Buy a ticket.
All right, let me
Leave
understand something.
baskets.
Can I get off this topic for 1
yes,
second?
please.
Don't you dare.
All right, wait a second.
I might be
having fun. I
uncomfortable.
don't know about
Can I
you.
ask you a question?
Go ahead.
All right. So you're saying you don't see your wife on weekends, and you don't see her.
Well, you don't see your wife hardly either, so.
Right. No, I'm not putting you down. I'm just
Oh,
saying.
I know that. I know that.
I'm just saying you don't see your
You
wife
don't
on
know
weekends.
that.
I mean,
Will you shut up? It's like every time I try to have a conversation with a guy, she feels so threatened she has to like interject.
It's not threatened.
Yes, she is.
So wait a second. You're saying you don't see your wife on weekends, and you don't see her during the week.
Right.
That's
Which
why
is
you're
the way
upset.
I'd like to see Robin.
I'm just collecting facts.
See, I like my wife.
No,
I like
no.
Robin too.
So
but, you know, she's got bad habits.
So have you accepted now that you're just not going to see your wife that much?
You know what?
Yeah,
I
you
never
have.
fought with
And
him
you-
at the Rainbow Room.
and you
That's one
don't
thing.
and you don't mind, right?
we just fight here in front of millions of people. It's normal.
So in other words, you're satisfied with the relationship now? You've come to grips
I'm
with
not
it?
satisfied, but at this point in time, I have come to accept
I
things
see.
being the way they are.
All right.
How
So
come
I
you
want to
can't
know.
accept me?
Until no, you I'll never accept.
He'll accept her. He won't accept me.
You're a piece of work. Because she acts like she likes me from time to time.
I love you.
I don't know about.
I love you. I don't know what to do to show you. What else can I do? What else can I do?
Sure.
Well, I like you, Fred.
Oh,
Yeah.
be quiet.
Yeah, right. Don't even get me started there.
Hey, Fred, I was thinking about your marriage. You
Yeah.
should just every week slip your paycheck under the door to your wife and then leave. Then you wouldn't interfere with her life.
It may come to that.
Really?
Isn't there like a direct deposit thing?
Yeah.
You don't even have to go through that whole.
I'm pretty
That's
sure.
right. You wouldn't
I'm
even have
gonna
to
talk
slip
to
it under
Gary
the
about
door.
that.
I'm pretty sure that's the way to go on
I
that.
think that might
Wire
be
it
such
right
a-
into her account.
What is it, Gorilla?
Everybody's calling and wants to know when's the last time Fred had sex.
Well,
Hello.
long time.
really?
Yeah.
No kidding.
Are you in Quivers territory yet?
No, certainly
No,
not.
it's not that
Certainly
bad
not.
yet. I've been there.
But that's why
it's
he's
not
attacking me. See, he can't attack his
You
wife
might be
because
right.
he's afraid she'll never have sex with him again.
There. No, my wife isn't sitting there and commenting on my
No,
every move.
you can't get her, so you're attacking me.
Don't even try to bring that.
If it makes you feel any better, I haven't had sex in a week, but I've been sick.
I was cut off for
I'll
2
have
weeks.
sex with her.
Were you?
Yeah.
You were cut off for 2 weeks?
Why?
Why?
She was mad at me.
Really?
man.
Why? What could you do?
What is that all about?
What did you do?
You know, seriously, I have never had a situation with my wife where she'd been mad at me for more than 5 minutes.
Now, were you speaking?
You're lucky.
Your wife withholds
Barely.
sex?
Oh my God!
Your
And
wife
they
cuts
don't
you off.
Well, no, it wasn't. It's not that. I
Yeah,
shouldn't
what
say she
you
would-
must have done?
I shouldn't
What'd you have an
say-
affair?
What'd you do?
No.
What did
It
you
was
do?
only 2 weeks.
What'd you do?
It was just we disagreed about something, and then
Like
it just
what?
turns into a silly fight. You know, you can't even remember. It's like starts out stupid.
You remember.
And you argue about something, and then you get it, and we get into like a big argument about it.
Wow,
And
you
then
guys have poor communication skills.
We do. We agree. We
Yeah.
agree. We're working on communicating better.
Are you going to be in a counseling
No,
session
no, we're
pretty
fine.
soon too?
Yeah, we're.
I don't get where a wife says, I'm not giving you sex.
She didn't say she wasn't giving it to me. It was just obvious when we got in bed that it wasn't going to
gonna be
happen.
none.
Gary?
Really?
Yeah.
It starts out that way, then your wife ends up dancing nude on a bar.
But you know,
And you want
what's-
to know why? Is that how it happened for you?
I tell you.
You used to fight and not get sex? You see, my wife has never pulled that with me.
But you want to know something? They don't say that.
They don't say it, but you
They
know
don't
not to
say
but they're
ask.
not in the
Right.
mood.
But it's like all of a sudden, you're coming home and
See,
nobody's got
marriage
their
is a
legs
deal. Let me tell you something about marriage. Marriage, where a guy is giving up the thing he holds most precious in life, going
It's
out
a
and
weapon.
getting some new sex.
spread. It's a weapon.
And in order, then what a woman does as soon as you get married, she says, now I control
I'm
this.
the only one.
I'm the only one. And that is, then you should have a right to go out and have an affair.
That's like that Sam Kinison routine.
Yep.
It's like,
No, seriously, man, that's dirty pool.
And you know what's really funny about
Like,
it? Though?
what do you mean you're not going to give me
and
sex?
how
she
could
didn't
you be
say it.
angry that
They never say
long
that.
Yeah, for 2
about
weeks.
Nothing.
Well,
What
we were both angry. Just
What were you mad about?
just don't
Seriously,
know.
you know what it
Yeah,
was.
It starts out. We just don't agree on
About what?
Stupid things.
Like what? What's your thing?
Oh God.
Give
it
us
might-
an example.
It might be.
You went to Scores.
No, it's not even. It's never stuff like that. It's like so insignificant. I'm serious. I know it sounds stupid, but it might be like
taking out the
I
trash.
left something someplace that I'm not supposed to leave it, and then
Really?
I'm like, well, don't hassle me about that. And she might say, what do you mean I'm hassling you? And then it just escalates.
Let me ask you something. When you were going out, did you ever have fights like that?
Never. But I do have to
Did
say,
I tell you your wife would change?
I do have
Be
to tell you-
honest.
Even when you live together, you
And
didn't
didn't you
have
tell
fights
me
like that.
Mary's not like that?
she's not.
Yeah, but she is, isn't she?
I do have to tell you though.
who are you
the
married to
best
now?
part.
Yeah.
No, the best part of this whole thing.
She's been. You know what? She was taken over by a poltergeist.
The best part of this whole thing that
Yeah.
happened was when things finally ended. What happened was she sort of said she said something to me that sort of led me to believe that something might happen that night. So like I lit a fire, with the fireplace, and we went into the living room, and I wasn't sure what was going to happen, and like I put my arm around her, and when she kissed me, it was like the first time because I was like because I wasn't sure if I was going to get it from my wife.
And what about your teeth? Did they get in the way?
No.
No?
But it was like I really didn't know whether I was going to get it from my wife.
Really? Yeah, I don't know.
Like she could have just as easily said,
You know what, man? You got to do it the way I do it.
No.
I just wouldn't care. I'd say, you know what? Fine. So don't give me any sex. Who cares? Withhold it. See if I care. As far as my friend Fred goes,
Now he's your friend.
he is my friend. He's always been my friend. Let me tell you something. He might not think of me as a friend, but I think of him as a friend.
No, I do
am
too.
very concerned about his marriage. No man should be tortured like this. He did not get into this marriage with this kind of arrangement.
Well, it didn't start out that
And
way.
he was never consulted.
He didn't buy into this one, huh?
It didn't
didn't.
start out that way.
know what-
Somewhere in the mid stages.
You know what I wonder about with Fred? Because I know that like
Go ahead.
you sort of joke about this on the air now.
Oh, you
do you
have
ever?
to joke.
But do you ever go home and like does Allison ever say, "Don't talk about it on the air," or do you not have those kind of conversations?
From time to time, things have come up where it's like, I'd rather that you didn't talk about
Right.
it. But, it's part of your life.
That's it.
I agree.
It's part of your life. What are you going to do?
What are you going to do? And Gary's the one who told me just a couple of years ago, Mary's so great.
The coolest girl
She's the
I ever
coolest.
met.
Lets me go out. I can do whatever I want. We never
have a
fight.
problem.
It's really. She's not like other girls. Boom, boom, boom. Everything I said about his wife is completely on the money, 100%
That's
true.
not true. I can
And
hang out
said
with
she'd
Ross
change.
anytime I want.
There you go. I was wrong about that.
If you take the baby.
Yeah.
Borrowed time.
Let me tell you something, pal. I am Nostradamus when it comes to your wife. And as far as Jackie's wife goes, I couldn't stay married to Jackie's wife for 5 minutes.
You're right.
I couldn't.
You're right.
Well, wait a second.
I could not put up with the so-called.
Wait a minute. Whoa.
You're-
Because you
does-
have told me you could remain married to any woman. You could make it work with any woman.
Except
Well, that
his
was
wife.
a different conversation.
Except his wife. His wife thinks she's women's lib, but she's not. And she thinks she's fighting for every woman, a woman's cause.
She is with Jackie.
Yeah, and she's all confused, and Jackie. So it's like, I don't need that. I think she's a beautiful woman. I would love to have sex with her, but I couldn't marry her. And that's it. You tell her I can't marry her.
Well,
I'll break the news to her when I get home.
Believe
You
me,
said you could make it work with anyone.
his wife's still pining away from me.
You're willing to say that's one you couldn't make it work with.
That's right.
Simply,
Busybody can't live with anybody in the
you
goddamn world, and you got
What's that got to do with anything?
I live with you guys every day,
All
don't
right.
I?
And she's getting along with you, Jackie.
You make up fights. You make up in 5 minutes. She can't spend 5 minutes with anybody.
Why are you
What's
attacking
that
her?
got to do with anything? I'm not
felt like it.
trying.
She doesn't want to live with anyone.
No.
Psychopath. Jackie is a psychopath.
Oh, I thought you meant her.
Pissed at
No, I
me
mean you.
because you have a happy marriage.
Yeah. Because he can't stand it. He has to go home and fight with his wife for 2 weeks on end.
You're so silly.
How do you take walking into your house knowing your wife's going to give you crap?
Oh, it's so hard, man.
I don't know how you do it.
Hurry up, it's a
I
six-pack.
couldn't do it. I would just stay in a hotel. Let her get over it.
She does.
No, that's right.
Six-pack on the way home.
No wonder he drinks. No wonder your teeth are big.
Oh,
What?
That's how that happened.
Yeah. All right, I got to take a break. And Fred, way I see it, you don't have it so bad.
no, I'm feeling
At
pretty
least
good
you're
right
alone.
now.
The Fred's left alone.
Right.
I'm dancing on clouds.
I will bet
You're
anybody.
too happy.
What are you doing?
You're too damn happy.
I'm lying to talk about it.
Yeah, she said
2 days in a row.
I don't know what they're talking about. They don't know anything.
2 days in a row, she's
They don't
been.
know
I could
anything.
tell you something.
Anything about me?
I could
They don't
tell
know.
you something.
Freddie,
Margarine.
I am very upset with you that you don't know how much I love you.
Well, see, that's the one thing that you and I will always share. These other mongrels will not.
Who's a mom?
Freddie.
Robin, so are you upset at Fred?
No, I'm not upset at Fred. Why would I be upset at Fred?
I mean-
Because he misunderstands my love.
I mean, and he was coming back at you pretty viciously.
But he was you know what? He felt hurt because he didn't understand that this is a tribute I pay to him. So it was an attack for no reason, and therefore I do not consider it an insult.
Oh, I don't really believe you with that tribute story either.
What do you mean?
I think you look. I mean,
why would I watch? Do I watch people I don't like?
No, but you watch him to get information. You watch him to get stuff to use on the air.
Well, no, that's not true.
Absolutely
That is not true at all. I watch him, and it winds up becoming information. But I watch him because I'm fascinated by him.
Well, sure, he is a fascinating.
It's whether the chicken comes before the egg, and truly the fascination came before the information on the air came. I was fascinated, therefore I watched, and then suddenly it was like, you know, Fred has this interesting thing. You know, I don't say it the first time I see it.
Right.
It happens over and over again before it ever becomes fodder for the air because I'm just fascinated by Fred.
Now, are you sort of disappointed that you won't be able to do that anymore?
That's what I was saying. That was the whole gist of the conversation, Ganji, that I looked at the new studio the other day, and the first thing, not the last thing, the first thing I said is I won't be able to watch Fred.
And so he totally misunderstands you.
Absolutely.
I just don't believe that.
You don't believe anything. You don't know.
I totally believe that you are just totally doing this to get more information about Fred for the air.
It winds up being information for the air, but I mean, Jackie's sitting there all the time. Do I watch Jackie the way I watch Fred? No.
Of course.
No, it's not the same thing at all.
And the personal attacks that Fred was making on you, that didn't bother you?
No, they don't bother me because I know that Fred was coming from a place of hurt because he, what is Tom doing over there? What's your problem? What the hell was that? No, I know that Fred was attacking me because he felt that I was attacking him. So since I was not attacking him, it doesn't bother me. You know, when people are doing things because they don't understand, you have to just, you know, allow it.
And I mean, but I would say. What was he saying here?
He was saying that I've gained weight.
Right. I mean,
it's the absolute truth. It's as true as the fact that he drinks coffee in a funny way.
I mean, that's a real personal thing. I mean, that's not like...
apparently to him, coffee drinking is very personal.
Yeah, I'll work on that.
What can I do about that? You said that. Now put that on tape.
He's all upset because you're attacking his coffee. All right, Quivers.
I don't have time for this, man.
Come on, Fred.
Come on. I don't have time. I really don't have time for this.
It'll take you 2 seconds.
It's already taken more than 2 seconds. Me telling you that I don't have time for this has taken more than 2 seconds. Not only that, Kathy is forbidden it, right, Kathy?
That's it.
See that?
Get away from Fred. Leave him
Kathy's
alone.
forbidden it. It's like I can't talk to you.
Fred, for the show.
What do you want?
I just wanted
what
to
do you
find out.
want from my life?
I just wanted to find out.
I've given you everything I've had on the air. If that isn't good enough for you, then that's too much. See, you're like a guy who like sucks the marrow out of the bones after you've like eaten the whole meal. It's
I'm
like,
the guy
there's
who,
no
I'm the guy who
point.
has a short TV show and needs a little more time.
A short TV show? What are you
It needs
talking
a
about, a
little
short
more time.
TV show? This was a TV show?
Well, that little episode with you and Robin.
Get out of here. Well, what about the rest of it?
What rest of it? It's a little short.
No, the whole thing.
No, but that segment.
Why can't we?
Robin.
Why can't? No. See, what I can't figure. That's not a whole show.
Yes, it is. That's a whole show.
It's not a show.
It is too.
That's
It's a
not.
show.
Who's producing that?
Well, not
that's gonna
me,
be a
probably,
show.
but it's gonna be a show.
Nobody's gonna watch that, man. They're gonna be up watching Card Sharks or something.
But so it's a little short, so I need time now.
But this is
So I need to fill it
ridiculous
with you.
because I have nothing really good to say about this whole thing. This is nuts.
Did you know that?
Ask Robin. Robin probably got a lot more to say. She can probably give you all kinds of.
Did you know that Robin was really upset at the comments that you were saying?
I didn't know that. I mean, she said something about it when she came in the studio. I don't know if she's really upset. If she's upset, I wish that she would come to me and tell me face to face. Then I would deal with it.
But you were pretty vicious with your attacks on her.
She's been pretty vicious on me, my friend, and I think that I showed great restraint, and I was as much of a gentleman as was called to be at that point in time.
Really?
And I apologize if I've done anything wrong, but I don't think so. What?
Is that my buddy Fred?
Do you guys want to apologize now and make up?
See, this one I hate because he's like sucking the marrow out of the bones.
I didn't do anything. I just wanted to be here.
See, he wants to knock off Einzinger as the producer of the show.
Think so?
I think that's exactly what's going on.
Come on.
I don't know.
He knows it's either this.
Those deadly interviewing techniques of his.
That's what I'm saying. You realize, like, he's asked me one question, and basically you have to, like, get your own interview going because he kind of stands there and
he will sit there and ask you the same question
basically
in a number of different ways.
It's the same question he asked of Sugar Ray Leonard.
Right.
The same question he would have asked. I can imagine if Lee Harvey Oswald had been like, he'd been standing there the minute he got shot. You know, it's like
My
the guy with the hat.
Giving up the information
So,
away.
how does it feel to be shot? It would have been a very penetrating issue, you know, like
So
not like, did you do it? Why did you do it? Or how does your wife feel about that? None of that. So, how does it feel to be shot? How does it feel to be bleeding to death? This is the Mike Ganchi interview hour.
Are you nervous?
You know what he would say to Jack Ruby? So are you really upset with Oswald?
Yeah. Did you really have cancer when you shot him? We have to know. Did you know that going in? Is that why you shot him? If you didn't have cancer, would you have shot Lee Harvey Oswald?
You know what my purpose of this whole thing was? To get you guys together, picking on me. So now you guys are back.
Wait a minute,
you guys are friends again.
No,
You guys
we're
are-
always friends.
Being
You guys are now.
unifying. Wait a minute.
Yes, I unified.
Is that an ego? Is that an ego? I mean, he thinks he's like the unifying.
That's what I did.
That's like saying the guy on the ground who was going, "This is terrible. This is the worst of the worst catastrophe." He's like unified the German and the American people after the Hindenburg
His
disaster.
excuse for why everybody hates his interviewing techniques and everything else he does. He's the unifying force. We all agree about Ganji.
I hope you become the president of E so we can get rid of you. I'm sorry, Fran.
See you
I'm a very
later.
qualified person, but we need him out of here quickly. Please transfer him to the West Coast. This is ridiculous.
Put me on the show. And then he started, Howard's a bully, he's been saying. And I'm like, how did I bully this guy? I don't know. I'm a bully. You know, he started attacking like a tantruming child who says, you know, I can't get on the show. I'm going to attack Howard. And that's like me saying, I'm going to attack Kevin because Kevin hasn't put me in his last 5 movies. I mean, I don't know.
All right, and it's like calling and saying, all right, I'm ready to do my close-up.
Yeah, and I mean, like out of the blue, like he's ready. I'm not. I mean, I'm sorry. Forget it.
I'll be on the set in 10 minutes.
I didn't know I have to be attacked in some weird way. So anyway, when I went on Twitter, everyone was like, "You've got to have Kevin Smith." I guess his fans were, you know, you got to have him on. You got. I go, I'm sorry, you know, we're not having him on. And he's happy doing shows. If he's happy doing shows where they're going to let him talk and not ridicule him,
Why come here?
Why come here? Because we could probably say something that might be offensive to him.
Get him all upset.
Right. I don't want to do that. Listen, I really am not in a feud with the man. Gary told me that he had been calling quite a bit. And I don't know, is that such a bad thing to say? And I said, hey, we got to space out the visits.
No, this is what I could say. He never called me, but his
publicist. That's what I explained.
Yeah. But he took it very personally.
Right. So, okay, I'm sorry. If that's offensive, you know, what can I tell you? I apologize, but, you know, that's the way it was.
Well, do you think it was a situation? It could have been a situation where Kevin said, you know, to his publicist, you know, I'm going out, I'm doing some publicity, want to do Howard, want to do this, I want to do that.
Maybe.
And the publicist was really trying to make it happen.
I don't know. How many was he really calling a lot, Gary?
Which time?
The publicist back 7 years ago.
Yeah, I mean, he had a lot of, he does a lot of stuff. He does talks, he does movies, he does comics. Right. So we would get him pitched fairly often.
Right. So I said, hey, we'll have him on, you know, when we're ready. See, he's not in a feud with me, but now he's bad-mouthing me on the Joy Behar show, talking about that I'm the popular kid, and then you come over and I'm one way to you. I'm two-faced. He has no feud. There's nothing wrong with me, but Howard's two-faced, and when you go on his show, he humiliates you, and he doesn't let you talk. If that doesn't sound like a guy bad-mouthing me, I mean, come out and say you don't like me.
I don't think it's a I don't like you thing. I think he likes you too much.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's a strange thing to do to a guy you like.
Well, it's when you can't have the girl. You bash the girl.
Well, I tell you what, Kevin, I'm mad at you because you won't put me in your movies. I should have been in every one of your movies.
Now he's going to send you those scripts.
Yeah. You know what? That's not right. You won't let me on your movie. It's like, you won't let me on my show. Well, you won't let me on your movie. What is this? We're busy. And now I certainly won't have
Who we have on? Beetlejuice?
Yeah. Well, we did. We were busy. No, we had on Jim Brewer yesterday.
Jim Brewer was yesterday.
Yeah. You know, sorry. And I wanted to spend time with Jim. I mean, isn't this something?
Isn't this something?
What is it, Jeff?
Who are you talking about? Kevin who?
I know.
Well, I'm sort of having that feeling over here. Like, does anybody really care?
Probably not. And that's why I even said, should I bring this up? Because it's probably giving him more attention than it merits. I mean, it's so now I'm going to be
like, could you explain to us who this guy is you're feuding?
Yeah, and now it's going to be like, once I give something energy, then it becomes something. You know what I mean?
But it's really like, wait a minute, you still haven't explained to us who you're talking about.
Exactly. He's a movie director, but
you can't even name a movie.
Well, I'm bad at that, but I'm sure other people could. What is the movie?
Well, he's the guy from Clerks.
Clerks. All right. That
was in 1994. Right?
But he's known for, being, what is it, right. Bob and Silent J or
Bob
whatever?
and Silent J, yeah.
Not the movie he did with Ben Affleck and Jennifer Lopez.
Nobody knows him for that.
And everyone's waiting to, hear him on our show.
You want to know what you talked about with him, Howard, the last time he was on?
What?
I'm looking at the notes. Howard hasn't allowed Kevin on in a while. He wanted to come in, and Howard has been saying no. Howard doesn't think people care about Kevin. Robin is sure they don't.
Oh.
Robin says he's a cult guy.
Howard is.
Howard says people in cults don't make any money. And then it says Kevin is no M. Night Shyamalan.
Well, that's funny stuff.
Actually, now he is.
Oh, my God.
Well, listen, I like Kevin.
I do, too. I enjoy his movie.
Yep.
Is it Kevin who again?
Kevin Smith. Okay. I mean, you woke up after 7 years and decided I'm okay, and you're ready for your moment.
And believe me, I don't mean it as an insult that you still have to explain to the audience who he is.
Right.
It's just, he's not James Cameron.
No. And quite frankly, it's a lot of work to try to describe who someone is, when they're sitting here. And I'm a terrible person because I don't put him on. But then again, he doesn't put me in his movies, so shouldn't I be angry with him?
Like I said, I watched Cop Out.
I'm angry with every director who hasn't put me in a movie.
I watched Cop Out the other day, and I enjoyed it.
There you go. You're gracious. Thank you. What is Cop Out?
It's with Tracy Morgan and Bruce Willis.
There you go. You loved it.
It was cute.
Good. See? Very positive. What can I tell you? I have nothing against the man. He's a very nice guy. I think a very talented guy. Was it cute or you loved it?
It was cute.
Cute. All right. Well, you're cute.
I give it 3
You're
stars.
Cute. So that's a compliment. Ay vey. What can I tell you? I was just quite tickled by that yesterday as I was sitting home tweeting. And then all of a sudden I got barraged with Joy Behar, Kevin Smith's fans, about what a dickhead I am for not having him on. And I was like, okay, whatever. What am I going to tell you? I wish Kevin well.
Kevin's doing well.
Yeah.
It's fine. Everything's fine.
I would never subject him to this show because we're such hateful people who cut him off and don't let him say what he wants to. You know what? Why come here? It was just so silly. And I know I shouldn't give any of these things attention because when I start giving it attention, then all of a sudden...
Then it becomes something.
Right. If I ignore it, it becomes nothing. And it just feels weird because I have no animosity toward the man. And I'm sorry I broke his heart. I'm not looking to break anyone. I'm not The Bachelor.
You're in this for all the right reasons.
I should say, Kevin, please, please, I'm here for the right reasons. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to do a radio show and earn my living and do what I think is best for my audience. And you're doing what's best for your audience.
Yeah,
That's
he
it.
has to make casting decisions when he's shooting a movie. He can't just let anybody in.
Yeah, I mean, why don't you let Fred be the star of all your movies? I'm mad at you. You won't let Fred be in your movies. I'm making a casting decision. That's exactly what it is. He knows from that. Oh, my goodness.
Not right for this part. There's nothing wrong with you.
Everything is so complicated.
I want to talk about Bill Murray. Fingers crossed, Howard, but they swear that there's a good chance he's going in today. He's nutty.
Hey, Bill.
Howard.
Look at this.
Bill Murray.
You know Robin.
I met Robin once over by the river.
No, actually, we danced together once.
How do you forget a moment like that, Bill?
We were backstage at a concert. Steve Winwood.
I don't remember that.
How do you forget a moment like that?
Oh, Bill, we were having such a moment.
And what was Bill doing? Did he?
He was backstage on the side of the stage listening to the Stevie Winwood concert and dancing, and we were sort of dancing next to each other.
Slow dancing or fast dancing?
Fast dancing.
How far did you get with her, Bill? Did you kiss her? Did you feel her up?
See, I just remember this one time down by the river.
Ah.
I don't remember the river. What was I on?
Oh, there was some sort of a something. I remember temporary trailers or something. There was some sort of a show over by the waterfront on the river there.
It was on the waterfront.
Bill, first of all,
that was it.
let me first say how thrilling it is to actually have you on the show, even if it's by the phone, because I'm a huge fan, and like everyone is, and it's an honor to talk to you.
Well, where are you doing your show from? Whatever happened? You used to be around, and then you went away. What
I disappeared. I'm now in hiding.
Where do you do your show from?
I do it in New York City.
Weren't you doing it from Philly once, or am I imagining that?
No. I used to be on in Philly. We had a syndicated show.
And we used to visit there every once in a while.
And we would visit, but we do the show from New York. Where are you?
I'm down south.
What are you doing? You sound miserable.
No, I just was watching the news, and it's kind of, goofy news.
Were you getting depressed?
It's not depressing. It's just that you find these things out so much faster. Like first it was, Egypt is already over, and now it's Libya and New Zealand.
Right.
Yeah, who can keep up with it?
And Wisconsin. And you got to pick one. You got to pick one and be interested.
Which way are you going?
Wisconsin.
Okay.
Bill, are you tortured by show business?
No.
I sometimes get that feeling because this is all based on nothing except from what I read, and I get bits and drips and drabs because, like, whenever I see something about you, I'll read and make sure I'm up on it because I'm always curious. But you always seem to me to be like one of these tortured artists. Like, you hate Hollywood. You don't want a manager. You don't want an agent. You don't go by any traditional rules of the business.
You don't live in Hollywood necessarily, do you?
Well, hate is a strong word. It's just what you need. There's a lot of I only lived in Los Angeles one time, and it was for about 9 months. And they have flowers that bloom at night. They have night blooming jasmine. That's really the high point. That's really about as good as it gets. But it's just too crowded, and the quality of life isn't so good. I always like, I come from Chicago.
Right.
And if you're an actor in Chicago, you've either got to go east or west. And so I went east, and I ended up in New York, and I like New York. I mean, I like the energy of it. I'm not in Los Angeles. You have to be sort of a self-starter, and I'm a basically lazy person. So I needed to bump into people to actually have thoughts enter my brain, sort of creative ones.
Do you think that there's something unusual about you that most people who are in your business, filmmaking, they would almost be paranoid not to have a way to be reached? You've completely secluded yourself. In other words, I mean, I've read every famous story about you where you'll get offered a movie and for months you won't even hear about it because no one can get a hold of you and no one can get a commitment from you.
Well, I'm on your show this morning, so it's not like I'm in deep hiding. It's not like Bin Laden or anything. But it's I've just found that if you had an agent, your agent will say to their secretary, "Get me Bill Murray, call him." And they will call your house, and they'll let the phone ring forever.
Right.
Forever. And you're sitting there in the house going, I don't want to answer the phone. And the phone will ring 79 times. And you think, what kind of person would do that to anyone? And it's just someone that is afraid to walk into the office and say, I can't reach him. They'll let it ring until lunch.
But I would think you would want the offer because let's say it's a great movie.
Why don't you want to answer the phone?
I mean, I've heard you've missed out on actual good movies because they can't get a hold of you.
Nah.
Not true.
Well, you tell me the good movies I missed out on, and I'll let you know. There's been a couple that, would have been, that I knew were going to be good movies, but, I would trade the lack of irritation for the odd movie. I don't think I've missed anything. I think if people really want you, they find you. So
right. And how does one go about finding you? In other words, if there's no publicist to call, let's say I have a script that I think is great for Bill Murray.
Well, Howard, you're just going to have to devote the rest of your life to do it to that.
I have to chase you down.
Yeah.
No, but I think that's interesting that he says if they want you, they find you. There's very few people in Hollywood who think somebody's looking for them.
That's true.
Well, and that's a thought.
Well, I'll tell you what. I read a story about, like after Saturday Night Live, the thing I read was that even originally Ghostbusters was written for Belushi. Belushi died, and then they said, hey, let's get Bill Murray.
Uh-huh.
And then after the huge success of Ghostbusters, Bill was offered, this is crazy to me, you were offered the role of Han Solo in Star Wars.
I don't know. Maybe.
You don't remember that?
I never heard that one. I like the job Harrison Ford did. I'm happy with him. I hear these stories all the time. It's I was offered the Pope, being Pope too. I turned it down. They just couldn't reach me.
I mean, that's really true. You've only heard that story, but you never heard someone say to you, "I want you to be Han Solo."
Well, the papacy can be a hassle. I've heard that one lately. Han Solo. I heard Batman too. But these are all just.
Do you think you're a genius?
No. I mean, genius. No. I mean, I'm pretty good at what I do. I'm as good as anyone in my neighborhood.
Was the highlight of your career Saturday Night Live in the sense that you got to go on every week and do a comedy sketch, get it right on the air? I mean, movies maybe frustrate a guy like you. You're so good at improvisation.
No, movies really suit my attention span. You've got to do a take for 90 seconds or so. That's about as long as I can hold it together. But Saturday Night Live was really, I won't say anything about it except it was great fun.
It was?
But I was just still, I was just getting better. It was a great education, Saturday Night Live. Just like Second City was a great education. So that's really if calling someone a genius is like, yeah, right. But I really had great teachers and great education. So when I came out of those two places, if you really did Saturday Night Live for a few years, you can pretty much do anything.
Yeah.
And the Second City thing on top of that, it just made you very, sort of responsible for what you do, and you don't take yourself too seriously. So.
Were you in that same weird boat that when you got to Saturday Night Live? I remember your boat was the weirdest because Chevy left, you had to take over. And everyone hated you at first because they just wanted the original cast and no one wanted to give you a chance. Do you recall it being like that?
Well, like you say, hate is a strong word.
Right.
But, there were a lot of people that were funny on the show. I was basically the second cop for the first, few months I was there anyway.
Right.
So it wasn't like anyone was getting, was losing sleep over me.
But was it a horrible experience and pressure to sort of have to prove yourself to the world and say I'm worthy?
It was not dissimilar to like when I first went into Second City, when you're the new guy on the stage and no one wants to work with you because you're an unknown quantity. They want to just work with the writers want to write at Saturday Night Live, wanted to write for the people they knew. They didn't know me. So
did you end up writing most of your own material?
Well, I ended up writing some. I mean, that's how I sort of broke through a little bit, as I wrote something with Tom Davis. And
did you ever go to Lorne Michaels and say, I find this impossible, no one wants to work with me, can you help me with this? Or did you just sit there and suck it up and take it?
Well, yeah, I mean, what are you going to do? He's got other things to do than worry about me.
That's a good attitude.
Yeah.
I would have gone crying and say, no one wants to play with me.
You're an emotional slob.
I am.
Yeah.
Do you like Lorne Michaels?
Yeah. Yeah, he's a complicated character, and he really has gotten really, really good at that job. I mean, as good as he was back then, he's a million times better at it now. He really is good at the job.
And because his strength is he finds people, puts them together, and keeps that show on the air.
Well, he keeps the people together, which is really the hard part. I mean, there are infamous people in the comedy world that had all the talent and alienated them, and they went away. But he's managed to keep good people, good writers, good actors, and good technicians. I mean, good cameramen, good lighting guys. That's a tough building to keep all the best guys in one room.
Do you still watch the show?
I'm not very regular. When you work on Saturday Night Live, and when you work on Saturday Night for years, you're kind of pleased to have it off. You know what I mean?
Are you? Why? Because, in other words, it brings back bad memories, or you just wonder?
No, it's just that it's Saturday night. It's sort of free. But I watch it. I catch up with it. I'm not as organized as sitting through it. It's pardon me. It's a lot easier to like my friend Jim Downey will make discs of. He'll just send me a disc of. You got to see these ones, and he'll send me discs of the best sketches and so forth. But I think they're...
He sends you sketches that he thinks are good. Does he send you any that he thinks are bad?
Why would he do that?
Well,
no,
because
he's not like that at all. He doesn't say, "Look at this crap."
He doesn't.
No, he's one of the funniest people in the world, and he's, Lorne. That's one guy that Lorne has kept on the show since I was there. We started the same week.
Are you upset that Lorne gets to repackage these shows and sort of redistribute them through CDs, DVDs, the specials, and constantly take your work and do it over and over again? And I would imagine you get no residuals for that, right?
Well, I don't think about the residuals too much. I mean, I just hope that everyone that needs money will have it,
But do you get paid from that?
Well, I got a check once for 1 cent.
Right, and I believe
I really did. I really got a check for 1 cent once. But I don't pay a lot of attention to those things, and I know that someone's making real money on it, and we kid about how we've created a college fund for Lawrence kids, but he's worked very hard, and he's been very he has to take the credit for getting the show made. He has to take the credit, and there's people making money. There's at all levels of it. I just hope that everyone all the actors and all the writers that ever need money, and whenever that becomes the case, Lorne makes sure that everyone's okay.
Do you think he's doing that? I think you're saying that somewhat sarcastically. In other words,
I'm not saying it sarcastically. I'm saying
he's not going to some of the old writers who are probably living in a.
He's a nice Jewish boy from Toronto, and you can, he's vulnerable to guilt, and when people need help, he helps them.
Does he do that?
That's to my knowledge, he does. I mean, I've seen it happen. I know that it's happened.
Is there a reason?
I mean, he could spend all day looking for people to help out.
Is there a reason you don't host Saturday Night Live more often? I mean,
I've done it a couple of times. I like this group they have now. I think the group they have now is very, very, very good. I like these actors. These are the best actors since the first group, I think, this group they've got.
Are you in touch with Aykroyd?
Yeah.
You like him?
Yeah, he's my friend for life.
The only one, another guy who's so brilliant, I feel he's underutilized. Do you sense his frustration at all when you speak to him?
Well, he goes through. He has a different life. He has a much more interesting life than many people. He has a lot of interests.
I know with the aliens.
Not just vodka. I mean, he's selling this vodka, this Skull bottled vodka.
I know. I have some of it.
All right. Well, he has a lot of different kinds of interests. You know, he's sort of. You know, he's kind of interested in the English history, you know, and the life of the old English people. And
in other words, he doesn't need show business to keep him happy. He has so many interests.
He has a lot of, you know, he's interested in ghosts, for heaven's sake. You know, he's in that whole paranormal world. He has a lot of different interests. He reads a lot. He likes to get on the road. He likes cars.
The one guy you didn't like was Chevy. That's it, right? The other ones you like.
You know, I'm okay with Chevy.
I heard
Chevy
you're not.
and we had our dust up on the show, but that was almost Oedipal, you know, or I don't know what the hell that was. That was Greek, whatever that was.
Do you see him now? You don't see him, though.
I see him. I see him. I see him at least, you know, usually once a year. I haven't seen him in a little bit, but that's because I've been busy. But he's funny. I mean, Chevy is funny. And Chevy in life is funnier than almost everyone. He can really make just walking around
funny.
Yeah,
so no animosities.
Huh?
Did you make love?
Well, that's what I wanted to.
Bill, did you make love to all of the women on the show? You know, Gilda.
Well, yes, of course.
You did. Were you?
He's not being serious.
Of course he is.
No, there's a couple dying when I say that. No.
You didn't make love to any of the women on the show, or you got some of them?
Oh, well, you know, it was a different time. You know, when love was important. Love is not important any longer. We know that. It's just about money.
Is it really? Are you bitter from all your marriages and divorces?
No. You
are not, but that sounded like a bitter statement. It's all about.
Oh no, I was making a joke.
I don't think so.
Sometimes we make the jokes. It was just they were, women are funny and men are funny. Ask a woman, they'll tell you men are weird, and you ask a man, they'll say women are strange. But I like women. I'm okay with women. You know, they're challenging. You know, but
are you a tough guy to be in a relationship with?
I don't know. I mean,
I think you're eccentric. Right?
I don't think so. I don't think so, Howard. I don't think I'm eccentric.
Well, we read these things every once in a while about you in a golf
cart. You can't
cart.
believe what you win. You can't believe what you hear in the paper all the time.
All right, but let me understand something.
I think I'm a barrel of monkeys.
Like I had Ron Howard in here. Okay, this is an example of where you get the reputation of being difficult. Ron Howard's in here. We're talking about movies and stuff. And there was this story about how you had a script that you loved.
Yeah.
You went to Ron Howard and you said, Ron, I want you to direct this script.
And I knew this would come back to haunt me. Yeah, go on.
No, and he read it and he said, you know, Bill, it's not for me. I don't want to direct this film. And you were so upset with him that it's completely ruined your relationship with Ron Howard. True or false?
Well, false, because I never really had a relationship with Ron Howard.
Oh.
But I liked his movie. I think he made a movie called Eat My Dust or something like that. He directed, or Jackson County Line or something like that.
Right.
He directed a movie, and I thought, hey, that's good. That's pretty good. You know, he can do this. So I went with him with this movie called Quick Change.
Right.
Which is a movie we ended up shooting in New York. And I said, you know, why don't you do this? And he said, I don't get it. There's no one to root for. And I thought, that's the craziest Hollywood jive ever. I mean, and I shouldn't say jive, but that's like a term that doesn't spring from any place.
Right.
For me, you know, and I just thought, well, that didn't make any sense to me, and I was chagrined to hear that, because if like guys driving fast on dirt roads is somebody to root for, and this one wasn't, I see I can compare them.
All right, but it's fair to say
I like him, and he's a nice person.
Yes, and it's fair to say that
I enjoyed him in The Shootist with John Wayne too.
Yes.
he's had a very long and very successful career.
But
and
Bill,
that was just an instant, you know, it was a moment.
But it is fair to say that someone might not get the script. For whatever reason, it wasn't his cup of tea.
Well, yeah, but it was what he said.
You felt it was.
It wasn't like I got a pass on it. It was like there's no one to root for, and that was just the one that was just landed funny. It was like a boomerang inside of your mouth.
So you have to be careful what you say to Bill Murray. Like if I was hanging out with you, you will evaluate me because you can detect horseshit when you hear it.
Well, everyone thinks they can. Everyone thinks they can.
I see.
Now, do you remember the one time we were photographed together?
I have it hanging on my wall.
That's hilarious. And the third person in the picture is
Governor Cuomo.
I tell that to people, they can't believe it.
This was the craziest thing.
It was a Live at 5 moment,
I was
right?
so nervous. I was Live at 5, which is a local NBC show in New York. It's the news show. And the guests that day were me. It was then Governor Cuomo.
Yeah, he was the governor at the time.
And Bill Murray. And I was so nervous because for some reason I've always felt that Bill Murray hated me. And I don't know why. I don't have anything to base it on, Bill. But for some reason I got very intimidated. Number one, I admire him greatly. And Governor Cuomo, I was sure didn't like me. And then all of a sudden we took a picture, but you didn't seem to be thrilled to be taking the picture. The governor didn't seem to be thrilled, and I was a nervous wreck. Do you detect, was there a problem with me between us?
No, we don't have a problem, Howard. I just want to remind you that when we posed for the picture, the guy who was the most uncomfortable was Cuomo. And when it first was set up, it was left to right. It was myself, and then you, and then Mario. And Mario actually said, "Here, Bill, you get in the middle."
Right, I do remember that. That's true. He didn't want to stand next to me.
Right, he needed something.
Yeah, that was very well. Now you know.
Buffer.
Well, Bill, now you know my life.
It was everything I could do to hold it together because I thought, God, this guy is a master.
Howard,
yeah.
Do you remember what happened? So it was Mario Cuomo, Bill, and you. Yeah. And Jerry Napkin walked by. Do you remember what he said?
No, what did he say?
He goes, "The decline of Western civilization."
Bill, is it true? And I want to. There's a reason Bill's calling in. I'm going to get to that, but I have so many questions. Can you hang with me a little bit?
All right.
Okay. Is it true that there is a Ghostbusters 3 and you're the problem? You will not sign off on this? Do you know about this?
Yeah, I guess I'm the problem. Before I was an asset. Now I'm a problem. There's a script somewhere over there. Over there, there's a script, and I haven't read it yet. But
why haven't you read it? Because you think that that's a bullshit idea? That, in other words, Ghostbusters had its time, and you did a remarkable job with that, and now you've moved on.
There's a little bit of that. I only made one sequel, and it was Ghostbusters 2, and it didn't end up. Pardon me. It didn't end up the way it was presented. About 5 years after we did the first one, the clever agents got us all together in a room. And we really are funny together. I mean, they are funny people, Harold and Danny and myself, and it was Ivan and maybe one or two other people. And we were just really kind of blindingly funny for about an hour or so. And the agents there was just foam coming off of them. And so we, they had this pitch, and Danny and Harold had already, concocted some sort of, story idea. And it was a story, and it was a good story. I think I'd even already read one or two that Danny had rolled out before that, but this one was a good one. I said, okay, we could do that one. And it was just kind of fun to have all of us together. And, I mean, there's some really, Rick Moranis and Annie Potts. These people are they're sterling people to begin with.
So how do you go back and really make another? I mean, does Ivan want to make that film?
Yeah, Ivan wants to make it, and he's I owe him he's puzzled that I haven't gotten to this one.
How long has it been sitting on your desk, this script for Ghostbusters?
Well, it may not be on the desk. It's over there somewhere. It's how long?
Yeah,
I don't know.
So you're never.
So
you
have no interest.
Well, I'll get to. I got to get to. I feel badly. I got a message that, and I think people. I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings. It's not like the foremost thing in my mind right now. So I don't think about it. But it's. The studio gets excited about it every 10 years or so, or it seems like, and they get rid of it because what they'd really like to do is recreate the franchise.
Right.
I remember once upon a time it was going to be, and the new Ghostbusters will be Chris Rock, Chris Farley, and Chris Crane or Chris Kringle or someone. They had it together.
Is that a threat to you? In other words, do they try to threaten you by saying we're going to put together new Ghostbusters and therefore you guys will have to go do it? Is that the?
Well, it's not a threat. It's it's sort of businesslike. They'd like to keep it going. I mean, it's still an amazing. There are still kids today that watch this movie and love it. It's still very popular. So they still sell a lot of toys and everything. So,
do you see the money from that? Are you a very wealthy guy?
Oh, I've been. I save.
Are you worth over $100 million?
I never think it's real nice to talk about money.
Why is that?
I'm okay though. My phone bill is paid and my rent's paid. And
where did the bulk of your money come from? After something like Saturday Night Live hits, you don't make a lot of money from Saturday Night Live.
Not any longer, no.
And I'm assuming
you have a limited. The residuals burn out very quickly on television.
So I'm assuming like even Ghostbusters, you probably had a crappy deal because you were new to the movies.
I wasn't that new, Howard. I never really had a crappy deal in the movies, except unless we didn't work with a friend.
Do you have the merchandising on Ghostbusters? Did you get a piece of that action?
Well, when you're part of something like that, it's all part of everything.
So that's where you made the big. I mean, I'm thinking of some of the movies you've made that are quite incredible. I'm talking about Stripes, right?
Yes.
To me, one of the best. Do you make money? Is that where you made the bulk of your money?
Well, all actors that are in movies get paid.
Yeah, but
whenever they're on.
You know a lot of that money goes out the window.
Well, I know, but there are people that there are organizations that if you made a movie a long time ago and it's on TV, you get paid something for it.
I got a check just the other day.
If you make enough movies and you have an interest in it, you should be okay if you don't, start buying too many houses. Or
yeah, but you invest in stuff like, didn't you buy several minor league baseball teams?
Well, I'm in that business, yeah.
Is that a moneymaker?
Is that a good business?
That seems like a crummy business to me.
Well.
Is it good?
It's, the baseball business is a good business, Howard.
Oh.
Is it really?
Yeah.
So you are a good businessman?
Well, I'm pretty good in my own business. I'm a pretty good businessman. Yeah.
Were you?
Who would think to invest in baseball?
Not me. What do I know? But you said Bill's really into sports.
He loves sports.
He loves it. Loves the golf. Loves all that. He's a real man. I'm such a woman.
Well, speaking of business, Howard, this brings up my question.
All right.
Are you still driving that Sterling?
A Sterling?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Weren't you plugging the Sterling automobile relentlessly for a couple of years? I've always laughed about this because you would get on your show and talk about this car that you were driving. It's called a Sterling.
No, that wasn't me. I don't know anything about cars.
Wait a minute.
He hardly drives.
I mean, I do read live commercials, so maybe that.
No. You had a Sterling. Do you remember?
I don't even know what it is.
It was an English car.
No.
And it was made on the same sort of chassis as a Honda.
Not me.
All right, we're going to do the research on this. I'm sure you'll be getting calls, but you used to plug this goofy car, and I used to laugh about it.
Really?
Never.
This is
that was an advertisement
I've ever driven in my life.
Fred.
And I go what the hell is with this guy?
Fred just told me it was an advertisement.
You were plugging this thing relentlessly.
Yeah, well, I'm sure.
Being paid.
That's the way I get paid. It was crazy. I mean, it was probably a sponsor you're talking.
But you don't have You don't have one of these in a garage somewhere?
No.
You're kidding. You didn't have one in every color.
No, I don't even like to drive. I hate the whole thing.
I don't know. Well, in New York, you don't need to drive so much, but it is the best place to drive.
The whole thing seems dangerous to me.
Mm-hmm.
Bill, are you an angry guy? For some reason, I feel like it's out there that first of all, you come from. You have 9 children in your family, right?
Oh, he's one of 9.
Yeah, one of 9. I feel like when you grow up in a family that large, you get very little attention.
Well, how many siblings did you have? Howard?
1.
Were you an only child?
No, I had 1 sibling.
Oh, okay.
No, seriously, wasn't it horrible to grow up around that many kids and not get the attention of your mother and father?
Well, people would say that's what the middle child syndrome is, that one ends up having to work hard,
Right.
to get some attention. So I had to work pretty hard to get some attention. You have to work pretty hard to get attention in a house with a lot of kids, period.
Are you in therapy?
No.
Have you ever had therapy?
Yeah, I got depressed once.
Yeah, I thought I remembered a bout of depression with you.
What were you depressed about?
Is that a joke? You remember
No, I remember reading that Bill Murray suffers from depression.
You do?
I don't think so. But,
What happened when you went to the shrink?
From depression. I basically worked my way through. It wasn't like a shrink. It was just, life just gets a little complicated sometimes. And,
you mean with the broads?
Well, with women. And you get
Well, I'm being Frank
Sinatra. And you have to figure out, what the hell, why are you behaving this way?
Will you ever get married again? Or are you completely turned off to marriage?
Well, I don't know if I'm completely turned off to anything, but I'm not on eharmony.com. I'll tell you that.
How many times has he been married?
I don't even know. Bill, what's the story?
He has been married 2 times.
Oh, twice.
Oh.
You must have dated like a maniac, though. When you, during Saturday Night Live, was it one big sexual orgy? I'm talking about the groupies.
I'm surprised we ever went to work.
Are you serious?
No. There's a lot of work, but it was a different time then, and it was fun, and you have a lot of energy. You go around.
A lot of drugs?
I never had a big drug thing particularly, no. I mean, you can't, most people when they say drugs, they mean like cocaine and so forth. You can't be funny. It just destroys your timing.
And you would worry about that. In other words, you were like, hey, this is something...
far more important than... and the cocaine, was not... It sort of makes you go real fast and neutral. Real high and neutral. But it destroys your timing. And when you... they're written up on the wall, the comedians that ruin their lives and their timing by doing cocaine.
Was it your idea to be on Saturday Night Live to be the guy who, does the songs and sings, the
lounge singer?
The lounge singer. Was that your concept?
Well, I wasn't the first to sing. And
no, but you know what I mean.
Something that I did a long time ago at Second City. I did it once. And there's a kind of a performer thing that's fun to do, and I like doing it. It turned out to be really a lot of fun to do.
Yeah, but I see tons of people imitating that bit. In other words, it's probably the most imitated comedy bit. Everybody takes a song, like a rock song, and then starts to be the lounge singer. That's uniquely you. And whenever I see someone doing it, it disturbs me. I go, that's Bill Murray. What is that?
Well, it's just kind of fun to get it out there in the world. I mean, like I've got sons that watch, like, the Anchorman movie, and they just do bits from it. People do bits from movies. I realize that now, that people do bits from my movies, bits from, Will Ferrell's movies, and they just like certain things that resonate in a moment. Like something will happen, and they'll just sort of spit out a line.
It's iconic, that bit, I'm telling you.
From a movie,
Yeah.
And so they'll do it, or they'll see someone do a kind of like, greasy piece of entertaining, and they'll go off on something that harmonizes with it. So,
Bill, talk to me about the sex for 1 minute, because I'm running out of time here, and I want to talk about Get Low also, which is available today on DVD. But first of all, talk to me about the sex. Did you have tons of famous women, and are famous women better than, let's say, regular women?
Well, I just think the only thing about, when you talk about famous or whatever, it's like tons of women. The thing that's interesting about being famous with women is that women will speak to you.
Yes.
They'll talk to you.
It's a groundbreaker.
And it's not necessarily that, I'm going to end up with sex because I'm famous. It's more interesting to talk to women. I mean, I'm not putting sex down in any way, but it's just kind of interesting to get women to start talking without having to be, some sort of safe cracker or, kind of like clever,
It's an icebreaker.
It's just easy to allow women to speak because of the sort of sexual game that's played all the time.
Yes,
people don't really show themselves to you. So
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I'm sure you do.
No, I'm saying I'm not an attractive man, and I walk into a room.
No,
and
by no means.
By no means am I attractive. But you'll agree to that.
Wow.
And I walk into a room, and women are willing to speak to me because they feel they know me already, and they feel safe in a sense.
Yeah, and that's when you're 22 or something, that's not very important. But you realize as time goes on how important that is, not just to
but did you
not
get
just
to
have
enjoy,
a conversation,
but Bill,
to really sort of put you on the planet, to ground you on the planet, that people are actually speaking directly and honestly. It's very refreshing.
But so Bill, are you trying to imply that he got a lot of the hosts of the show?
How many female hosts of the show did you bang? And then go through a laundry list of women that we would all know and share with us some of their sexual desires.
Yeah, I know.
Go ahead, Bill.
No, that's not. That's like saying what your favorite golf course is. That's not polite. You're not supposed to do that.
Of course you're not supposed to, but do it anyway.
But there are ones that I'm crazy about. The ones I'm really crazy about are the ones I didn't. You know, I remember when Sissy Spacek was on the show. I thought she was like, and she still is really handsome. But I was crazy about Sissy Spacek because.
So why not have sex with her?
Well, that was sort of my thought.
Right. You know, she didn't want any sex with you?
Too proper for that. But, boy, she was great fun. And her husband is like a very happy guy.
Yes, well.
Because she is a hot belly, a pot belly stove. She really is.
Well, listen, Bill called in today. Listen, you need to come in here live and let me get a hold of you. And I will interview you.
Will that ever happen?
Will that ever happen, Bill? Do you think one day you'll walk in here?
I mean, isn't it amazing? I'm on your show.
It's amazing. In fact, I've heard stories.
How long you've been doing your show a while, and I've never been on.
I mean, I'm doing it like 35 years, and you've avoided me. But I'll tell you what.
Well, you wake up so early.
Well,
Who the hell wants to get up at that hour? And then you went away. You used to be on the radio.
No, I'm on the radio.
We're on satellite.
But we're on satellite. It's not real radio. You're absolutely right. But, Bill.
So how's this working out for you? Yeah, go ahead. I'm supposed to...
Yes.
Go ahead. You ask me.
First of all, Bill Murray is promoting Get Low, which is available today on DVD and Blu-ray. Do you want to say something about that, Bill?
Did you see it?
I saw it. It's great.
Why have I not seen this?
You could see it. It's on. You know,
well,
you probably had an
What is it
opportunity
about?
to see it.
It's a movie that I made last year. It came out this year, actually. Well, I made it in Georgia, and the star of the movie is Robert Duvall, and Sissy Spacek is in the film. And it's one of the best movies I've made.
It is a great movie.
All right, I'll tell you what.
Movie.
I will Get Low, and I will watch it, and I will recommend that my audience do.
He plays a funeral director.
Yeah, we thought, I think they thought, it was a Sony movie, but I think they thought it was going to get nominated for some Oscars. You know, they thought, not so much myself, but certainly Robert's performance is off. It's better than anything that I've witnessed. Better than anything I've worked with.
He's an amazing actor.
He is. But in this particular thing, this turn he did in this, I can't believe he didn't get nominated for an Oscar.
Well, you hate the Oscars, don't you?
I don't hate the Oscars.
Yes, you do. In 2004, you did a movie called Lost in Translation, which you were brilliant in. Sean Penn, you went to the Oscars as much as you didn't want to because you're not a big fan of the Oscars. Sean Penn won for Mystic River, and afterwards you said you were angry that Sean Penn won. You felt you should have won, and you were pissed off at yourself for going to the Oscars. You true?
Well, that's not really correct.
Oh. It's a good story.
You could argue that, I was just sort of thinking, I won all the prizes up to it. I won every other award. I was just a little surprised, I suppose. But by the same token, Howard, and I think Sean Penn's been better in other movies than he was in Mystic River.
You felt you deserved it. You deserved the Oscar.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't really know.
You wanted it, though.
There are a lot better actors than Robert Duvall, for one.
Yeah, but you wanted.
I saw guys win. I saw like Kevin Costner win an Oscar over Paul Scofield. But I thought to myself, now, hang on, because, hang on here. But I found even being nominated for an Oscar was like having a small, and I don't mean this in a bad way, but it's almost like having a small virus for a while, because you get a real kind of weird, inflated sense of yourself. And about 6 months after the Oscars, and I hadn't won, I realized, wow, I was kind of like mildly sick there. I had a condition I didn't even know about.
Wow.
And I realized that it's sort of an infection to be nominated for an Oscar. It's an honor and everything, but it's real subtle, kind of like ego poisoning, it makes you just a little too...
But I was glad.
So now I'm glad I didn't win because
no, you're not.
I wasn't ready to do it. Oh, I absolutely
Bill, listen, I find it charming.
Enough people saw the Oscars, they think I won. You'd be surprised how many people think I won.
No, but I find it charming. I find it charming that you got angry because it shows you really do care. Because you come off as such a relaxed guy. The fact that you actually cared if you won the Oscar shows me how human you are, and that's a good thing.
I think it's you kind of want to you don't want to compete like to be better than or something. You just want to do your best, like an actor says, I'm doing this well. I'm going to try and do that well,
Did you congratulate Sean Penn when he won, or did you walk away in a huff?
I didn't go in. I went to the party afterwards.
You did?
Yeah, sure.
Did you get laid that night?
Probably.
Isn't that a great thing? Right?
Yeah.
You know,
He
when
doesn't even remember. It's such a, you know.
Yeah, it was a tough night.
did you rack up tremendous amounts of numbers in terms of women? I'm not asking you to brag. Was it in the hundreds or thousands? Are you Gene Simmons?
Oh, God.
I mean, really, Bill.
Now, who's Eugene Simmons?
Not Eugene.
Not
Gene.
you. Gene Simmons of Kiss is always talking about how many women. Did you have many women?
Well, you know, I had a couple really good ones. That's the best thing.
Did you have Sigourney Weaver?
No.
It's a shame.
Well,
I could see you two kids.
She was too good for me, but you know, we could have, you know. But she's a you know, powerhouse of a woman. She's a great woman.
Do you hate getting older?
No, it's okay.
I'm not thrilled with it.
Well, I read a good thing written by Henry Miller once that was an essay entitled "On Turning 80." He turned 80 years old, and people said, and he writes in it that, 80 years old, that's what? And he said, well, what people don't understand that are younger is when you're 80, you act 80 years old, but you're also capable of acting 40 years old, and 22 years old, and 15 years old. So you just contain all these other ages inside of you. You can still act like an infant. You can still act like an adolescent. You can still act like a kid.
And you like that. But your body physically, when it begins to, like, you love sports, it's harder to hit the ball.
You can't do the things even as a comedian you used to do.
Right.
Well, I don't know about that.
Oh, I'm just asking.
How dare you, Robin? Bill,
I don't know about that.
What about Groundhog?
I may bark a little bit after I play basketball. But.
Bill, Groundhog Day. I love this movie so much. But did you like Andie MacDowell or did you hate her?
Well, I like her more now. Back then, she used to drive me crazy because I used to wait for her hair.
Ah,
Yeah,
in other words,
she does have the best hair you've ever seen in your life. Better than your hair, Howard. She's
well,
got unbelievable hair.
It's similar to my hair. It looks like actual bees. It's like a beehive hairdo, I remember. So in other words, you would get aggravated because you really are the star of that movie. You made that movie fly, and you're sitting there ready to act. You're ready to do your thing. You feel energized, and you're sitting in your goddamn trailer waiting for this woman's hair to get done. Am I correct?
Well, it was a hard, you know, I had to do a lot of work on it. I was probably a little, you know, there was maybe a little more going on than just that. But
what do you mean?
You know, when I look at the movie now, and I just remember one day where I had a scene with Andy, and I had to eat. I was stuffing cake into my mouth. I made the choice that I was going to be eating large pieces of cake through the scene.
Right.
And Andy kept blowing her lines, and it drove me crazy because I probably ate somewhere in the neighborhood of 40,000 calories worth of cake, and I'm not a barfer. So there I was with all this cake in me,
right.
And I do this scene, and I do it really great, and Andy didn't know her lines, and I was very frustrated. But when I look at the movie now, it really is I look at it and I went, God dang, look at that.
It's a masterpiece.
It really is. It is a great movie, and she's great in it.
She is. Yeah. But I hear what you're saying. With movies, they can save you. You can do 500 takes. But as the guy who has to be funny, and you know you've done something good.
Yeah, as the guy that had to eat the cake, I was not happy.
And so did it come down to that you wouldn't even speak to her?
No, that's not. You can't get movies done not speaking to people. You've got to get, you know, no matter what kind of person you're working with, you've got to get results.
Did you sleep with her?
No.
Gwyneth Paltrow?
No, I wish I did.
Scarlett Johansson?
Gwyneth Paltrow's she's the most attractive girl I've met.
She is sexy, right?
Better than Scarlett Johansson.
Gwyneth Paltrow is like a big human being. She's a really extraordinary person in many ways, and she's really kind too.
You wish you could make love to her?
Oh, I don't think about it. She's dating.
Oh,
no,
please.
she's got a husband and kids. I don't think about it.
Big deal.
She's a really wonderful girl.
I tell you, I could talk to you all day. I'm not going to hold you here all. But Bill Murray has a movie out, Get Low. It's available today on DVD and Blu-ray. It stars
Robert Duvall.
Bobby D. Yeah, Which D. Bobby D is a better actor, De Niro or Duvall, or you can't even separate them?
Well, you don't. You know, I don't like to live in a world of comparison. I've worked with them both, and they're both really great. You know,
right.
I'm probably friendlier along with Bobby D than with Bobby. So,
I see.
But I've known Bobby De Niro a long time, and I'm friendly with him, and we've shared a lot of things. Robert Duvall is a character. He's an absolute character.
Do you?
But I think his but I will say his performance in this movie is the best I've ever witnessed. Yeah, absolutely.
Do you think you're eccentric in the sense that, like, I've read that you show up to people's parties randomly. You're not invited. I'm not talking about celebrity parties. I'm talking about people, just people.
He just shows up at a person's house?
You just show up at people's homes. Is that true or false?
Well, as long as you bring something. It's the people that don't bring anything that are
Bill, that's wild.
You can crash a party.
A nice bottle of wine or champagne or something. People are like, oh, I guess I did invite him. They don't even remember. He looks familiar. I must know him. It's like that.
Wow.
As long as you behave well and you're willing to, dance, people are okay with you at a party, and if you pick up after yourself and you're polite. It's mostly about manners. I try to stress to my own boys, and I really do believe that, whatever your parents taught you about manners is the secret to most everything.
Why would you do that?
I don't know. See, this is why I got to get Bill in here.
Yeah.
I could tie him down and get these answers. Do you have a girlfriend right now?
No.
Nothing. When's the last time you got laid?
It was a weekday.
A long time? Have you gone a half a year without sex?
Huh? I think I may have done it once. I may have done that once. No, I'm not. It's.
You're not that hung up
celibate.
on it.
It's like landscaping. Yeah, no, you gotta. Even in the winter, you have to do something.
Well, I just wonder what's going on over there. I got to find out. But what is it, Gary?
The movie people wanted us to know that he's up for an Independent Spirit Award this weekend.
Oh, really?
You didn't even know that.
Yeah, I knew I was nominated. I didn't realize it was this weekend. That means the Oscars are very close.
Yes, they are.
Does that mean you're going to go to the Independent Spirit Awards or not? I'm hearing this right now. Kind of sudden. What does that mean to be up? Isn't there an award ceremony? Don't you feel Bill should go?
If memory serves me correct, if the Oscars are the Oscars this Sunday.
Yes.
I think so the Spirit Awards are this Saturday.
Okay.
And
it is a televised.
It's a televised event. Yeah, it's become a big
Bill,
deal.
if you don't go, I'll go as a representative of you.
You'll accept the award if he wins?
You want me to accept for you?
Well, if no one else is there may be a couple of other people from the film that'll be there, and they might just run up and grab it for me. But I don't even know. I've won a couple of those, and they're nice. It's a nice party. It's a good party. It's a much more relaxed party and more fun than the Oscars party. The Oscars party is pretty crazy.
Do you display awards? Do you have a whole trophy case?
They're all just sort of up in a corner, up on the wall.
That's the cool thing. If I ever got
up on a shelf.
That's the cool thing. If I ever got an award, like a cool award, Bill's got awards, I would keep them like in a shitty place and almost like I didn't care.
They're just there.
Yeah, I'd be like, oh, those things. Yeah, I should put those in the garbage. To have a display case.
Oh, it's very
bad.
embarrassing.
Very gauche. Listen, Bill Murray, I would put my awards in the towel closet. You would see. Listen, Bill. Get in here one day. I know it's early for you. Come on in. Let's have a civilized discussion.
We can be fun.
Well, you sound good, Howard.
Thank you.
It's nice to speak to you, and I'm glad it's going. How's this serious thing working out?
The serious thing is working out wonderfully. I've got to tell you, it is the most creative freedom I've ever had. And despite the fact that you think I disappeared, we have millions of followers here. It's a new medium, and the people that I work for here are very, very pleasant. And they really don't get involved, and they let us do our thing. And there's no interference from the government. So I love it.
Well, good for you. I'm glad that worked out.
I'm happy.
It was kind of, I know a lot of people don't have Sirius, and I would hear you occasionally in a rent-a-car,
Right.
That's where I'd get you. But,
great.
Unless you're renting a car.
Well, you could get me on your smartphone now.
And I was conflicted because it used to be XM and Sirius.
Right.
And now they're one, right?
That's right. They're one.
Yeah, and I really came down as an XM guy because it had Major League Baseball, and I really wanted to hear the out-of-town baseball games.
Well, now we're both
together.
Well, you can get us on this. Do you have a smartphone?
Not really.
See, you're like an anti-technology.
Does he carry a cell phone?
Do you have a cell phone?
Yeah, I have one now. It's a BlackBerry.
You got email?
No, I'm not an email guy.
Look at you.
See?
This is crazy. I love all this new technology.
You're certainly not on Facebook or Twitter.
You on Twitter? What's your name? I'll follow you.
There are guys. there's someone named Bill Murray on Facebook. But
it's not you.
I.
Steve Martin's on Twitter. I follow him. I read him. It's very good. Do you like Steve?
I haven't seen Steve in a coon's age. He had a funny thing that he did. He used to give people, when people would ask for his autograph, he'd reach in his wallet and he'd hand them a card. And you should find out what it said, but it was pretty much saying, this is just to acknowledge that you met me.
Yeah.
And so on. It's a really funny card. He spends time doing stuff like that.
Will you sign autographs for fans?
Sure.
You will. You're not uptight about that.
Well, I don't. The pros give me the creeps. The guys who show up at a
right, professionals
with lots and lots of things that they've collected.
Yeah.
Jeez, I hate to hang up on you. I had a whole bunch of questions for you about a bunch of different things, but I feel I'm holding you hostage.
That's all right.
Hope you're doing this from bed.
Howard, I want you to see this movie, and then
I will.
You tell me. But this is it's a really beautiful movie. This guy Aaron made a beautiful movie.
The movie's called Get Low. It's available today on DVD and Blu-ray. What are you doing today? What are you going to be doing?
Today?
Are you playing golf?
Today I might putt a little bit. I won a golf tournament last week in Pebble Beach.
I heard you were excited.
It was fun. Golf, no, today I'm just going to, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to try and find that Ghostbusters script. It's over there somewhere.
Yeah, I'll call Ivan and let him know you were reading it.
I have to call him too. Okay.
All right, Bill.
All right, you guys take care.
All right, thank you.
Take the day off, will you? You work too much.
I know, I'm exhausted.
Okay.
All right, man. Well, I love you, and I appreciate you, and keep on doing what you're doing.
Thanks, Howard.
All right, Bill. Bill Murray.
Bye.
Bye,
the movie is called Get Low. Cut off my own mic. My excitement.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. I love that guy.
Oh, it's such fun to talk to him. He has that demeanor. You never know if he's disgruntled or if he's okay.
I wanted to get into like his relationship with Letterman because he goes on that show.
Yeah.
I want to find out.
Does he not do Leno?
I don't think so.
Oh, that would have been interesting.
Yeah, but I mean, I had him on for an hour just now.
I know. And you got to a lot, but you didn't get to that.
No, and I want to get into...
He wasn't giving up the women.
No, I'll get that out of him. Stevie boy, what's happening, man? Steve Langford from the Howard 100 Dude. Look at this guy. He loves the news. He's ready to go, frothing at the mouth like a rabid dog. Go ahead, Steve.
Well, whose life are you ruining now?
Yeah,
That's
come on.
what they say.
Ruin some lives.
Just the fact.
Right.
A political shitstorm in Gary Dell'Abate's hometown, the descendant of one of America's foremost feminists, carrying around a bag of feces and hauling it out at meetings, apparently to express her opposition to Dell'Abate's nomination to a local board.
Uh-oh, it's enraged her and put her on fire.
Let me get this right, okay? I heard that the woman, I read the article too. The woman who is against Gary's appointment or questions Gary's appointment got a bag of feces.
She says in her mailbox at home.
So now, instead of throwing out the bag of feces, are you telling me for real she goes to the meetings carrying a smelly bag of feces?
Twice now. Now, she initially said she wanted authorities to investigate this. How do you investigate if you don't have the evidence?
What is her point in carrying the bag of feces? To say that Gary shouldn't be on the board because she got feces in the mail?
Well, look, if the story is true, and there's no reason to suggest that, anybody pulled a stunt here, she has a legitimate grievance here. I mean, clearly somebody...
Agree. But it has nothing to do with Gary.
Yeah,
it's a smear campaign, clearly.
Right. What's going on, Gary? It's crazy where you live.
I've been in the cover of my paper like 7 days in a row.
Are you
It's killing
kidding?
me. This woman is tormenting me. So
why don't you just not be on the board?
Because now it's like I'm not stopping. Right. I'm not letting her.
Right.
Because you know what? The deal is, I don't want to get into the minutia of it, but these appointment boards sort of are advisory only. Like if they said 0 to 12, I still get to go before everybody.
Right.
And I'm pretty confident that when I go in front of the 250 people, that I'm going to win.
Right.
It's like a vocal minority that are up there. But when this thing first happened, when they found the feces in her mailbox, they asked me if I would come to town hall and meet with her, and I was like, okay, I'm around. And so I sat down, and she took it out and put it on the table,
as if you had done this to her.
Well, and I said, so the guy that we were meeting with, we're like, what are you doing? I know, we believe you.
And you know what feces is.
Yeah.
You mean, and the whole room was stink, right?
So 9 days.
Wait, no, you can't brush over this.
Yes, it smells.
You're sitting there with her, and she pulls out a bag of feces.
Yes, and she opens it up and she shows it
Did she
to us.
take it out of her purse?
It was in a big bag, like one of those sort of tote
And
bags.
now she's walking around like Jesus with the cross. She's walking around as a big martyr because she has this bag of feces.
Well, I don't.
How many days old is the bag of feces?
Well, now since it was Tuesday night's meeting, so to the best of my, that was 10 days old.
You know what you should have done? You should have taken out a bag of feces, or you should just shit on a table and put it in a bag
to make her feel at home.
I mean, what is she? What I mean, I don't know this woman. And I don't know why she has it in for you because it makes no sense to me. If she's against my show, I don't know what that has to do with you being on the board of Parks and Recreations.
And this is a non-story.
It is.
It's a non-story.
I can't believe she sat down and whipped out a bag of feces.
Well, then they had the big meeting Tuesday night where they took a vote. First time in the history of the town, they took a vote to re-vote on me. They've never re-voted on a candidate.
They're changing the rules. They're doing everything.
But wait a second. They already had a vote on you, and you passed.
Right. So then they had a vote to re-vote.
Right.
Which passed. So then they re-voted, and I still won, but just by less of a margin.
Ooh, I mean, she actually got people against you.
Well, she had abstained the first time. She did not vote against me. So I think she wanted to re-vote so she could go on record, my guess, to go on record as having voted against me.
And why is she against you? What is the reason?
She doesn't like what you degrade women, and her great-great-grandmother was women's rights, and she doesn't like people who degrade women.
But why is she carrying a bag of shit? So we all know she had a bag of shit in her mailbox. And by the way, I don't
because
condone
now
that.
she has suffered.
I don't condone that, but that reminds me of my mom. When my mom would suffer, she would say to me, "You have a dirty room, and your room, we gave you a room, and you must keep it clean." You know what I mean? Like she's walking. When Jesus with the cross. I mean, she's walking around.
Jesus didn't complain that much.
Yeah, I mean, Jesus was a cool guy. She is carrying this bag of shit around with her as if it's her badge of courage, right?
Right. There's so many things going on, Howard. Then they played at this meeting the other night. They played these.
How long does the bag of shit stay on the table?
I wasn't there. I refused to attend the meeting.
Do you know, Steve? Were you at the meeting?
Not the second meeting, no.
But at the meeting, she takes out this bag of shit.
In front of this 12 member board.
And is it a dramatic thing? She takes out the shit, she puts it on the table, and then she says, does
she have a speech? What does she say?
This is the greatest thing ever.
I read a line. Again, I refused. They asked me if I wanted to come to the meeting. I'm like, no, I already passed. So you guys do whatever you're going to do. I've already been approved, overwhelmingly been approved.
Right.
So it said there was a line in the paper, and I don't know if I have it exactly right, but they said, "What are you doing?" And she said something about sometimes in life these things aren't pretty. You need to, you can't gloss over these things with perfume, I think was the line.
Behold the feces. This feces. I mean, it's a terrible thing that somebody did that to her. I agree.
It is. And I said I don't condone it in any way.
Right. But some fan of ours or someone claiming to be a fan of ours evidently heard about what was going on either in the newspaper or on our show or somewhere, and decided to leave feces in this woman's mailbox.
Well, it gets worse.
And as bad as that is, to put it in a bag and walk around town and bring it to meetings.
It sounds very unsanitary, unhealthy.
Where is the feces now? Does anyone know?
We must assume that she still has it with her.
She's still holding on to it.
Steve, I am so fascinated.
Where do you store feces when you're keeping it?
Yeah, I am so fascinated that this woman is holding on to this feces.
I am too. She brought it to my meeting.
In other words, she could get up and say, somebody left feces in my mailbox.
She doesn't have to carry it.
She wants proof.
Well, here's the funny thing.
This is an amazing human being.
She's practically a whack packer at this point.
Right. This is wild.
It was on the local TV news. The local News 12.
But you know what? This is probably the most attention she ever got in her life. The thing she's known for is something her great-grandmother did. I don't know what she does and what she's accomplished in her life, but her great-grandmother accomplished something, and now all of a sudden
she has a cause.
She has a cause. You've given her a reason for living.
Yeah, I'm not looking for any of this attention.
Right.
I did not expect it.
Right.
I mean, I expected a little bit of attention, but this is like Mary's like, she's like, really? Does it have to? Mary's like, it's in the paper every day. Would you stop already?
Do you think she's plotting against you?
Well, yes, because she tried. I mean, plotting. She tried to get the board to reverse the decision about me.
You should never have met with her face to face.
Yeah,
like what was that about?
But that was sort of funny. She just, she wanted me to see the feces. I don't know.
So she showed you the feces.
Yeah, she put it out at this meeting.
It was just you and her in a room
and another guy.
Okay, hold on. Where did this meeting take place?
At Town Hall.
All right, you went to Town Hall. You drove over there.
That's right. It was a Monday we were off.
Who got in the room first?
One of the selectmen.
Okay, it's the selectmen. You walk in. Do you walk in with her, or you're sitting there waiting for her?
The two of them are in there, and then I walk.
They're already in there. Does she have a scowl on her face? Is she?
No, she's actually sort of pleasant.
Now, does the room stink from shit?
No.
Is it in plastic?
Yes, it's in the. It looked like it was in one of the. You ever see those blue bags that the New York Times gets delivered in?
Right. I pick up my dog's feces and I wrap it in a bag and I even tie a knot.
Right.
It still stinks.
I agree. I agree.
But it's not dry when you do that. See, now it's had time to dry.
Well, you make a good point.
It's been cured.
God.
So now, is it a clear bag? No,
this is a blue bag.
Okay, you walk in the room. She's sitting there, and is she like very serious?
No, she's actually sort of like,
Is she an attractive woman? Is she an older woman? What is she?
She's probably in her late 50s, early 60s or so.
A very proper woman, like.
Yeah. No, she looks like,
Right. Is she like Church Lady, the Dana Carvey character?
No.
Okay.
No.
So you go and you sit down. Do you shake her hand hello?
I think we say hello. I don't think we shake hands.
Right. And you're her adversary now. She's got, this is so exciting for her.
This is her whole life. Can you imagine how many times this story has been told now?
So of course, this is going to get played at the next meeting, everything we say.
Right. Good.
Because the last meeting...
Play it all you want. This is, if anything, I think you should have a vote on this woman. I think she's losing it.
Because at the last meeting, they played what was said last time, and they didn't bleep it. So all the F words were on, and now they're mad at her for not editing it. She said, again, the truth should not be censored.
Here, fuck.
Oh,
Play
no.
it. There you go. Cunt, fuck.
Oh, jeez. Well, now we're in trouble.
I want that on the record.
Gary's in the paper again.
I love this story.
Wait, can I tell you another part of the story?
So okay.
All right, let's go to get
all right. So you walk in, you say hello, and the idea is the two of you are going to find common ground.
That's right.
She's going to give you the book on her great grandmother.
That comes at the end.
Did she at least write this book on her great grandmother, or does she just march around with this book?
I don't know.
Books about her grandmother.
That's funny. I don't know. She said, "I'm going to give you my book." In my mind, I just assumed she wrote it, but it could be. I don't know the answer to that.
I'm sure she did. Isn't she like the curator of her grandmother's estate?
You would hope she at least wrote it. And so she hands you this book, which no one's going to read and no one ever has read.
Well, we haven't exchanged books yet.
Oh.
I haven't even left my book there yet.
Oh, you agreed?
We agreed that we were going to exchange books.
Yeah, good. Yeah. Why suck her dick?
Well, that's exactly. My feeling was, you know what? That day she was nicer to me than she's been in all the days. So I'm like, I'll let her do her thing.
Why do I find it so repugnant that you have to suck up to this woman?
Well, the thing is that all this other stuff is a smokescreen that has nothing to do with what I've theoretically volunteered to do.
Right.
And she's just making all this noise and getting all this attention, and nobody's looking at who I am for the position.
Right,
They're just looking
should say, hey, how do you feel about the park? The building or something, right.
So the second part of this is somebody sent an email to all the members of the board. Now, they had a name on the end of it, but we haven't been able to find this person. We don't know if it's real. Howard, it was one of the most... I couldn't even believe it. Like, when Mary read it, she couldn't believe it. At one point, one of the lines is... I'm disgusting. I'm filthy. I have two daughters. I wouldn't let my daughters near this man. I think the last line says, we need to protect our parks and our children from this man. I'm not kidding.
I've got the letter here.
Read some of it.
Read some
Oh,
of
my goodness.
It's long.
But just read the good parts.
You got a highlight there or no?
As a proud parent and father of two daughters, I am writing to ask you that you please vote against Gary Dell'Abate's appointment to the Board of Parks and Recreation. And it just goes on about anyone who's ever listened to the show knows that Gary is primarily responsible for insulting, humiliating, and both verbal and physical abuse of women in the name of fun that appear on the show.
Oh.
Don't you think this woman had this guy write this?
Well, we can't find this guy. In other words, the newspaper printed it, and I said, well, why don't you go, who is this guy? Because no one had ever heard of him. All the people on the board's like, I've never heard of this guy.
You think he's a made-up guy?
I do think he's a made-up guy.
And you think she wrote it?
I don't know about that.
Right.
I don't know who wrote it, but they can't find the guy who wrote it. and it's just, at one point it's like...
You did tell a girl to take her panties off yesterday.
Okay, but she said no.
Right.
I forced her to do nothing.
I don't know if you can be on the Parks and Recreations.
Well, that was the other thing.
We've got to protect our parks from this guy.
One of the conversations I was having with that woman in our feces meeting was... I kept saying to her, I don't understand with what I do has to do with the position. And she kept referring to the baloney incident because she's the one who brought it up. And she said, well, that's recreation. And I'm like, that's not, I don't understand what you're saying.
You're not going to have a baloney throwing park recreational event.
Right.
Oh my God! What do you do? You know what it is?
Well, I think this is now taking a life of its own.
I'm up to my tits in quicksand. Is what's going on.
Yeah, right.
Like I can't get out now.
Well,
I can see that Gary may have to leave this community completely.
You're going to be drummed out.
I've gotten
like
a lot,
Frankenstein.
I've gotten
light torches.
I've gotten a lot of calls of support, including a call yesterday from my congressman saying, "Just stay with it. You're a good guy."
Of course. Listen, this guy is probably the best father I've ever met out of anyone I know. Better than any father I've ever seen. And better community member.
What a community member.
And organized and all this stuff.
All
and
you
his
can
wife,
hope for is somebody to participate. Gary participates.
His wife and family are lovely. And he's sitting and defending himself to this woman is beyond my comprehension. So when does she do the martyr move and pull out the bag of shit?
Like it's like a third of the way through the meeting.
And what happens? What does she say to you?
She goes, I want you to know what I went through. So she reaches in the bag and we don't know what's coming next.
Right.
And so if I could imagine you have like a plastic bag and if you keep folding it down and folding it down.
Yeah.
So she pulled it out and she's in the tote bag doing something. I don't know what it is, but she's folding it down. So when it comes out of the tote bag, it's, exposed shit.
She opened up the shit.
Yeah.
So in other words, so you could see the shit.
Right.
Now let me ask you something.
How big a shit was it?
It's like a dog turd. I don't think it's human.
Right.
It doesn't appear. I don't know. I mean, I have a dog. It looks like it came from my dog.
So it was just one turd.
There were like two little ones.
Two little turds.
So did she have to scrape this up? I mean, how was it delivered to her?
They were fairly fully formed turds, the kind that you could pick up.
So in other words, rather than keep the bag sealed, she opened it so the smell would waft.
Right.
And she wants you to see what she went.
She presented it.
I need.
Right. She needs to show you proof. So what do you say to that? Because you're going to go like, "Hey, I'm sorry you went through that. But why are you carrying around shit, lady?"
But I'm wondering how it got into the bag. So she gets it.
Let me ask you
Maybe
something.
it was delivered in that bag. I don't know.
Do you really think this woman, with what she's doing and carrying on with bags of shit, do you think she should be sitting on the board?
Well, that's for others to decide. But it's been I've been hearing discussion about it. Like everyone's.
You should mount a campaign against her.
People are very upset. In fact, the place that she did it, which is to me so ironic, was they were having the meeting on the place where people eat lunch that work at the town. That's where she threw it down.
Oh. Listen, wouldn't it be funny? She calls for another vote. She gets the next vote. And it turns out you get through and she is voted out. That would be the best.
So
what does she do, actually? Why is she
why does she have this
elected?
Listen,
yes.
Nobody could have this much time on their hands. Does she have a job?
I don't know the answer to that.
I mean, this is a tremendous amount of effort.
So I've gone through her committee. I'm done.
Right.
She can't do two. Well, she can do more, and I'll tell you. Now I have to go through another committee this Tuesday, which is the Parks and Recreation Committee. I don't know if there's another one of her type on that committee.
Do you have to show up for that?
Yes, I have to show up for that. And then
usually these are rubber stamp things.
And then finally, in a couple of weeks, I go before the whole 250 people and they vote. Wow. But people get to come up. They get 3 minutes each to speak. She's almost definitely going to be there to speak against me.
Goodness. This is some story.
But I've lined up some good people to speak for me.
You know what you need to do, Gary? You need to invite her over to your home.
No.
What if she brings the bag of shit?
Shows it to the kids.
Is there any way to find out where the bag of shit is now? Like, is it in her house? Is it kept where?
Does she keep it in a cool, dry place?
It's kept somewhere.
It was supposed to be, according to her initial interview with the newspaper, it was supposed to have been handed over to the Postmaster General.
Right.
But it wasn't.
Boy. Why not?
I don't know.
Well, she needed to show it to you.
She likes holding on to it.
Right. Do you think at the next meeting there'll be a final unveiling of the shit? Because I'd almost go for that.
Well, see,
is the shit tour over?
Here's a funny thing. She's not on the board of the next meeting, but the next meeting is a public meeting, so she could, as a citizen, show up.
She will definitely testify.
This bag of shit is becoming to me like the King Tut exhibit. Like, I want to go when she brings it on tour. I love it.
there are a lot of people who are involved with the town in politics who are embarrassed by this whole situation.
Of course.
Not by me, by this.
Well, of course. It's almost
making a mockery of your little
It's
community.
almost like the movie Animal House. I mean, it is. She's so Dean Warmer. It's crazy. And the whipping out of the turd. I mean, do you realize if this was a comedy with Belushi and Chevy Chase and, it would be terrific.
I know.
I'm almost thinking of making this into a film with the turd. So when she opens up this duty, did you laugh? What did you do? I know
The guy and I, we both were like, we go, what are you doing? And the other guy that was with me, he goes, put that away. And she goes, you need to see it. And we both go, we believe you.
You don't laugh?
You didn't. No, I was like, I go, just. First of all, it was on the news, and the funny thing was when they showed it on the news, which it was in her hand, her showing it. Yeah. They cubed it out, which is so funny because it was just a pile of shit, but they cubed it out. But you could see it was shit. So I was like, I saw the news.
You mean on the news she had the bag of shit with her, and she opened it up in the way that she did at the meeting?
Well, listen, somebody was holding it in their hands. I'm gonna assume it was hers. She doesn't appear to want to give up ownership of it.
This is an important bag of shit.
But why do they have to cube it out on TV?
Robin, please.
Oh my God, we're in a crazy nightmare.
Do you have no morals?
It's funny
what
than
if
that.
Children saw shit?
Robin, they did a long shot of it where you could see what it was, and that was fine. But when they did the close-up, that's when they cubed it.
Well, listen, they're young children. If they see duty, it could affect them in a negative way because kids have never seen duty. Who knows? Children might start shitting.
So anyway, my tiny little volunteer appointment has become a referendum on the show.
I love it.
So the other thing was, at this meeting the other night, too, I told you they played it and had all the...
Well, you just hit it on the head. They're really voting on the show.
That's right.
They're not voting on you.
There's one other thing I got to bring up, though.
Be at these meetings.
No.
There's one other thing I got to bring up. Somebody else at this last meeting pulled something off of Stern Fan Network, which they don't realize is not our thing. And she started to read from it, and my understanding was that there were two other people waiting for their appointment, which that meeting ended after the shit came out because everyone left. But somebody started reading, and in this thing there was the N-word was used and the word spick was used.
Right.
And I understand that one of the people waiting to be appointed was Hispanic. So now there's a whole chain letter going around about how you can't talk like that at meetings. Everything's upside down.
No one ever once even probably attended these stupid meetings. I mean, this
is the most exciting thing that has happened. It really is, finally we're getting some attention and people can see what I do.
I got to say, there's a part of me that is, for here it's fun, but for where I live, it's embarrassing.
Of course.
Because my friends know me, but people don't know me. This is in the paper every day.
This is
but
where
I'm not
live.
stopping.
I understand, but I know what you're also saying. This is where you live.
Right.
This is where your children go to school. This is where your wife is. That's your one respite.
It is like a sanctuary. Like I go there and I'm not on the show when I'm doing that stuff, and I love it there.
You don't want any notoriety where you live. You just want to blend in, enjoy your day, enjoy your home, enjoy your friends, have some relatives over. This is the one place you just want to relax.
If I had any idea that this would happen, I wouldn't have moved forward. But
I don't blame you.
But I'm not turning back now.
I feel like I might have warned you a little bit.
I was going to say, you did tell him that this was a big nightmare, and what was he doing?
Yeah.
Well, you said that because you thought it was work.
Well, I thought it was work, and I also thought that it would be a referendum on the show as opposed to what it really is supposed to be a referendum on. And believe me, you're better than I don't know this woman, but I guarantee you your children are better than hers. You're a better person than her. I can absolutely almost guarantee it. You're one of the best guys I ever met. And this is ridiculous. Go ahead.
A woman is walking around with a bag of crap.
Shit. I mean, we get it. It's terrific. It's the stuff that Ivan Reitman could turn this into.
Oh, my God.
He could produce another Animal House.
See, the problem is everything we said today, I'm in the paper again tomorrow. Of course. Fucking 8 days in a row.
Oh, it'll keep going and going, especially if we keep talking about it. The story gets no energy unless we keep talking about it.
Well, and she keeps talking about it. She kept the energy up while we were on vacation.
Right. Where did she go? To the news media.
Well, one of the things she said in the meeting, she got very upset. She almost came to tears, and she's like, the news came to my door, and no one's ever been to my door before. And I said,
well, why'd you answer it?
Hold on. I said, but you emailed the newspaper. Why would you be surprised that the newspaper and the news showed up? And she goes, well, I emailed the newspaper, but I didn't expect video to come. I was like, you can't choose who comes to your house. You're the one who...
You're publicizing
You're publicizing it. But here's what, if it would have been me, I would have taken it, thrown it away, and I wouldn't have told a soul.
Right.
Meaning, all
You're not going to fuel it.
But she said to me, like she has a lot of these catchphrases, and in the meeting, even though I didn't tell her what to do or what not to do, she looked me in the eye, she goes, "I'm going to tell you right now, when it comes to this, I will not be silenced." And I was like, nobody's asking you to be silent.
Talk all you want.
I'm not trying to silence her.
No. But if you're going to go around talking about it and carrying a bag of shit around with you, you can guarantee that news media will cover you. I mean, there's a woman in your neighborhood walking around with a bag of shit.
I love how she got all upset because the news media came to her door after she alerted them by email.
Exactly.
Listen, this is such not, when you think about the nonsense that is going on here, it's mind-boggling. But all right, listen, it's the stuff comedies are made of.
Yes. Does this whole incident make you that much more proud to work for the show? The fact that it's turned in and exposed some of these people who claim to be holier than thou.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know that it's going to change anything up there, but yeah, it is interesting that I didn't have, all she needed to do was talk for people to figure out what she's all about, and that's fine. And she's who she is, and I'm who I am, and we could all represent the town in some capacity, but I don't have to agree with her, and I don't.
Now, the other thing was that a local congressman told you just to stay the course, that you're a good guy. But are you thinking about giving up in any way? Does it become too much?
It's too late to give up now, because if I give up, I really do believe it's just a handful of people. So if I am going down, I'm going down in flames. But I'm not stopping now.
So the hassle is truly worth it at this point.
Well, I've invested so much in that to walk away now would be stupid. I might as well. I'm only going to get another 2 weeks of shit, and I've already gotten so much shit that I might as well just keep going. So at least I could, I am pretty sure I will be appointed. And if I'm not, that'll be a story too.
There has been a lot of shit.
Yes.
Let me tell you something about this fucking Colleen Jenkins bitch. Okay? Gary has never endangered anyone's health. You can't bring a bag of shit to a public place and pull it out and put it on a table in front of other people. This chick is a monster. You should be thrown in jail for doing something like that. If I brought a bag of shit to work, I'd be fired. This woman is out of control. Did Gary throw baloney at a woman's ass? Yes. Has he touched boobs to make sure that they were real or fake? Yes. Has he said some things that could maybe be construed as anti-feminist? I don't know. But I'll tell you what Gary's never done. He's never shit in a bag and brought it to work. Never, as far as I know. It's disgusting, it's criminal, and she should be thrown out of the community. Thank you.
Stephen, all your years of reporting, have you ever seen a ridiculous act like this pulled before, where someone's actually bringing a bag of feces into a political forum?
I worked at Hard Copy. I worked at a current affair. This is one of the greatest stories I've ever had the privilege of covering.
And are you that much more proud to be affiliated with the Howard Stern Show?
Absolutely.
Based on the reaction of these...
Regardless of where you work, it's the story that counts.
So, Neil, what are you doing here today?
Interviewing Howard for Rolling Stone.
Are you nervous?
I would definitely say it's the interview of all the interviews I've done, which is 15 years for everyone from Tom Cruise to Madonna to Lady Gaga. This is probably the one I've got the most anxiety about.
Really?
Yeah.
Why is that?
I mean, him being an interviewer, right? And the best, and not just saying that he is the best. I've sat here in the green room with people I've written books with and see that he gets more out of it than anybody else. So A, he's the best of that, and B, there's no. Most of the people you interview, they keep their private and their public lives really separate. And you're someone who's been out and open with so much that, what can you get into that hasn't been discussed on the air?
Right. So are you going into this with something in mind that you think you'll find out, want to find out?
I never have a strong angle. I have a list of probably 11 pages of questions, of which we'll probably get to 3 of those pages, and we'll kind of see where it goes.
Right, he gets a little cranky after the show. He works very hard.
I'll keep that in mind. It's a little good to know.
Well,
I interviewed him before the show.
During the show is really best.
Yeah, exactly. But it's not the same, because there it's a performance. And when you sit down and do an interview, when it's not a performance, you can get at the sides of people that you would get on the show.
Okay, we'll break a leg.
Any advice for me, by the way?
I have to steal Neil away. If you'll follow me, please.
Safe to leave my bag in there?
Yeah, why don't you bring it with you? Just because you're just going to be in here for so long, it's always good to just have it with you. Just so you know, we're not on the air yet. the lights are on. So we're just playing a bit, and we're going over some stuff until he comes back. Neil?
Hey, Neil.
Kind of interesting, but...
Over there is Neil Strauss. Neil is a writer for Rolling Stone magazine.
We're being observed.
Anyway, Neil and I will have a conversation later this afternoon where I will reveal myself to him.
Does he have poignant
questions?
Yes, questions.
He looks
things that will split you open.
He looks very unprepared, quite frankly. Have you prepared for the interview with me at all?
Yeah, this I gotta say, and I've interviewed people for maybe 15, 20 years at Rolling Stone. Right. This is the one I've been the most nervous about, that I've done the most preparation for.
And Neil has actually been around here a couple of times because he's written some celebrity books.
Uh-huh.
You know, where the celebrity pretends he wrote them.
Right.
Right. And meanwhile, Neil did all the work. You're the author of The Game, which is a book on, it's considered the most important book on how to pick up women.
But it's not really, it's really a book about, it's not really a how-to book. I think it's got a bad reputation as that, and it is that partly, but it's just a book about male insecurity. It's just my own story about learning.
Because you get laid a lot, right? Even though, like, you're not some beauty.
Thank you.
Yeah, well, I mean, listen, I'm joining the club.
It's true.
Like, you get laid a lot.
Yeah, and I didn't before. I just studied, and this wasn't, it was with Judith Regan, actually.
You wrote the book for Judith.
Yeah, and it was, and I spent 2 years, like, just learning from the world's greatest pickup artists around the world till I figured out how it worked. Because I was
the book isn't so much about picking up women, it's more about how to sort of empower yourself and get a good attitude, right? That kind of thing, like a self-help book?
That's not that generic self-help thing at all.
Oh.
Yeah, no, it's more like it's more about male insecurity, being a clueless guy who didn't know how to do anything, and all of a sudden learning the rules by which women operate.
How much, if you don't mind me being crude, how much pussy do you get?
I mean,
honestly.
I'll tell you. Right now, I've had a girlfriend for the last year.
Okay.
But during the game, it got so that, and I know, and you can challenge me on it, it's fine, but it's true.
I'm not challenging.
Yeah, but it got so that I could walk up to any woman. I'd say like 95% chance get the phone number, 90% see her again, and if she didn't have a boyfriend, there was a good chance we'd sleep together. And
wow. In other words, were you doing this to prove a point, or?
I mean, I think I was. The truth is, I think it was coming from a deep sense of low self-esteem from being the guy who never got laid in high school or college.
Were these girls a 10 or a 9 as opposed to like a 2? I mean, like
right? No. The better. Well, it's interesting. The better I got at it, obviously, the more challenging the women are. But what I also found that it was sometimes easier if we're going to rate women like a 9 or a 10 than a 2 because a 2.
I couldn't get 2s.
Right.
Sometimes I get really hot chicks. I couldn't get the 2s. I couldn't get fat chicks.
It's true. Guys think it's going to be easier if they approach that girl and she's going to give them more shit than anybody.
I can see you know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Because it was for me, in high school, I go to these parties with these fat chicks. I say, well, you know what? This will be good for my self-esteem. I'll fuck a fat chick. They all brush me off.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, what is that?
Yeah. And another interesting thing, right, is that I found that, and we'll go with numbers again, but like a 7 or 8 for a guy who's not as good looking like us is going to be more difficult than a 9 or a 10 because they don't need to validate themselves with a good looking guy. Some girls.
So let me understand something.
So you know even who to go after and how to approach them.
You wrote a book called The Game.
Right.
When did you write the book?
It came out like 2005.
Okay. I see Richard Roper's on the phone. But I don't
we can talk later. I'll be around.
Yeah. No, this is good.
Okay.
You wrote the book, The Game. And the premise, you're a guy who never got laid in high school. How old were you when you lost your virginity?
21.
Okay,
wow.
So that's really late.
Yeah.
That's true. Like even in college you didn't get it.
Yeah, like you are
pathetic. And I went to Vassar, a women's college.
Women's college.
Yeah, on purpose.
And you couldn't get laid there.
I didn't get laid even not with a single person.
So you were like the nerdy, dweeby guy.
Completely. And my prom date, and this isn't even the book I remembered afterward, but my prom date left prom with another guy.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Like, how old were you when you first kissed a girl?
I think senior year in high school, like a freshman girl.
So you were the loser's loser.
I mean,
were?
Yeah. I mean, I wasn't good with, women didn't like me.
And you had some sort of epiphany where all of a sudden you knew how to get laid.
It was step by step. I dedicated 2 years to it. It was an obsession.
And who taught you most of this stuff, these techniques, if you will?
Yeah, there was a whole group of like maybe 5 guys. I bet probably the best known because he got a reality show after the book came out because he was in it was that guy Mystery from that VH1 show.
You talked to him.
Yeah, he was one of the guys in the book.
Don't women basically look at a guy and then go, they make a snap judgment whether they would, I've heard this, that they make a snap judgment right away whether they would sleep with a guy or not. They know within the first 30 seconds if they're interested.
Exactly, and that's why, and this is the genius part of it, is there's a whole performance you sort of put on as soon as you walk into a club or a room. So by the time they see you, you're already around maybe women you've already met. So,
so
there's a whole
yes.
Yeah.
Is part of the performance having other women pay attention to you?
For sure, if you're really going for the superstar in the room,
right?
For sure,
you've got to be the most desirable guy in the room.
Right.
So somehow you got to convince them that all the other women are after you.
Yeah, because the first thing women look at when they walk into a room is the other women there, the competition. Then they see what guys those women are with. Then they'll see the single guys.
I want to continue this discussion after I speak to Richard because
I'm wondering about him coaching JD.
Ooh. Could you turn JD into a winner? I mean, he really is a loser.
Yeah, we can talk.
I mean, he's paying chicks to blow dildos on the internet. I mean, he's in bad shape.
I'll see what I can do with him.
Jesus, are you really that good at it, or is this a shtick? Are you real? How much? Did you fuck celebrities?
I don't know. I don't know if I did fuck celebrities.
Did you fuck models?
Yeah. I mean, if you want, do you want to hear the crate? I mean, yeah. It's interesting, and we can talk about it. I'm happy to be challenged on it.
I feel like I should do an article on you, Vin.
Okay, we'll do that.
Go ahead, yeah.
But and I haven't even said. But after the game, and maybe this is sickness or disease. But after the game, it got to the point. I mean, first of all, the guys. I did these books with Jenna Jameson, Motley Crue, just because I envied their lifestyle.
Right.
But anyway, after the game, it got to a point where it got crazy. Like multiple, it would be 5 women at once, and crazy.
5 women in the bed at once?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
You and 5 women, and they're banging you, blowing you.
What? Well.
Wow.
Yeah, but it was interesting. Yeah.
You're goddamn right. It's interesting.
Why did you stop?
You know what? Because
his dick fell off.
Exactly. I thought the perfect thing would be to, after I started having these multiple experiences, I started dating a woman who was into that kind of stuff.
Uh-huh.
And I think I stopped because I realized, in general, the women who are into that stuff aren't really good in relationships. So eventually you have to make a choice.
Hey, you know, this leads into Richard Roper. I'll get back to you in a minute. Richard Roper is banging a chick now. This guy.
He is a master.
Richard Roper did the Siskel and Ebert thing. You know, he was the guy who, after Gene died, he took over. And, you know, I figure him too. He seems like he's a bit of a schlub. And he walks in one night with a girl, a perfect 10, if you understand. I mean, so beautiful and sexy that you wanted to kill Richard and have sex with his girlfriend. That's the kind of animalistic thoughts you had. Well, I'm thinking to myself, how did he get her? You know, no offense, he's a lovely guy, charming, but, you know, come on. She's way out of his league. He could care less about this girl.
And he sort of proves it.
He fucked her multiple times, dumped her, and he now has a girl who's 10 times hotter than her, according to guys who have seen her. Richard, who's this new girl you have? Oh, wow. There's a picture. Wow-wee. Whoa. Maron.
Howard, there's nothing like an introduction that says, you know, I wanted to kill him and have sex with his girlfriend.
You can quote me on that.
And I enjoyed your interview there with Wilmer Valderrama. Jeez.
Let me tell you something. This guy's got a story.
He's got a story, all right. And then I was on the space shuttle, and then I told Gaddafi he had to get out of Libya. No, I'm sure he's telling the truth.
Richard, I'm looking at the picture of the girl that you're having sex with. Is she a professional model?
She's done some modeling, yeah.
Wow. Neil, you would say a 10 right there, right? On this girl.
Looks like a 10.
A 10.
Yeah.
Did you bang her?
Did I?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
All right.
Wow.
Richard, the girl that I saw you with years ago, you dumped her, right?
Well, we parted ways, Howard, years ago. We parted as friends.
I would have been like, I'm never parting with this girl. See, I figured the party stops when you find one that looks like that.
Well, then I read a book called The Game, and I knew there was more out there.
How'd you meet this new one? And she seems very young, if that's an accurate picture.
She's a great girl. I just met her here in Chicago. We've been dating. I mean, she's a girlfriend. I mean, she's...
Oh, you're willing to call her a girlfriend?
Absolutely.
The other one you weren't?
Well, sure she was then.
Yeah, and...
There's a timeline here, you know.
How'd you get her? You met her where?
Just met her at a bar in Chicago after a baseball game.
And you started talking to her, and did you think she was out of your league at first?
You know, I just thought she was a very sweet, adorable, a beautiful girl.
But you can't tell that from across a room.
Sure you can, Robin.
Put a picture of Richard's... Gary, put a picture of Richard's girlfriend on the web right now at howardstern.com and tweet this out there. People need to see this. What does she do for a living now?
She's, she's done some acting, some modeling. She's working in some restaurants here in Chicago.
Ay vey is mere. Well, the first time you get her naked, are you just beside yourself, or are you just used to this kind of
Are
party?
you saying, thank God I learned to write?
Yeah, I mean, who knew writing could pay off? I mean, with those dopey reviews. I'm crying out loud. This guy, I see him on Twitter. He's reviewing everything. He reviews movies, anything.
Anything, he'll review it.
And I'll tell you what, women love it.
I will. You walk past me on the street, and I'll give you a quick 3 stars, 3.5, or thumbs down.
How old a girl am I looking at here?
She's a little bit younger than me.
How old is she?
She's in her 20s.
Her 20s? How old are you now? You're like 50.
I'm 51.
A little bit younger than him.
Yeah.
Good Lord. You're never getting married, are you?
I'm, I'm emotionally about the same age as her, so it's a good match.
Do you think you'd ever marry her?
You never know.
Have you ever been married?
I have not.
Imagine that. 51.
Roger didn't get married for a long time.
Roger was probably, well into his 40s, I think, and he's been married to the beautiful Chaz for probably 20 years.
Yeah, that's the weird thing. Roger got laid a lot, too.
Yeah.
And whoever thought he was getting laid?
You just have to watch the movies. You don't have to even be in them. Who knew?
Yeah, right. Like why bother being an actor?
Watch movies.
Watch movies for a living. It's the greatest job in the world, right?
It is the greatest job in the world.
You sit there like the Grand Poobah and you give reviews.
That's right. People do all this work and then you comment on it.
Oh, yeah. They pour their heart and soul and lifetime fortunes into it and 8 years of work, and then I watch it for an hour and a half and call it a piece of shit. It's a great job. Lovely,
Richard,
just lovely.
If I may be so blunt, how long does it take before you get into a girl of that caliber's pants? I mean,
I don't remember details like that. Come on.
How long have you been together?
We've been dating for almost 2 years, actually.
Is it a year? Is it a month?
A year.
Yeah, it was 18 months before she even learned my name.
No, seriously, is it a week that it takes? I mean, this is a major girl. Is this the best looking girl you've ever had?
How could anyone be better looking than that? She's a great girl.
Have you met her parents?
Yes.
Are they nauseated by you? I mean, you're 51 and she's what, 21?
Is this what they expected?
She's probably 22.
Right.
Are they nauseated by you?
I mean, are they...
I walked into the house and there were multiple vomitings going on. They're nauseated.
No, I mean, did the parents give you a hard time about... I mean, you're talking about an age spread of over 30 years.
No, it's less than that, actually. It's not,
Not really.
Not that
it's kind of a Howard Beth age difference. Really.
No,
I'm
19 years.
Yeah. It's in that range. No,
that's appropriate.
That's what I'm aiming for. You know.
Wow.
I read the game and I follow your life, Howard, and we just.
Meanwhile, the author of the game is staring at the picture of your girlfriend obsessively.
I think he's coming back into the game.
Yeah, not beautiful girl, Madon. Look at that. Is she a swinger?
No, she's not.
Has she ever brought a girl into the bed?
No. Very traditional girl.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Well, maybe this is the
You
one.
went for the traditional this time, huh?
Yes. I just had to wait for her to be born, Robin. That was the main thing.
When you say you met her in a bar, did you have to buy her drinks because she gets carded?
Oh, yeah, she had to wait around the corner while I got her.
So she was outside and said, "Hey, mister, can you get us some drinks for me and my friends?"
That's
embarrassing.
I will say when we go out, the wait staff's usually very nice. Oh, how you doing, Mr. Roper? And they're like, we're going to need to see a few forms of identification because she looks very young. I mean, she looks,
Are you living with her?
No.
Boy, how do you pull that off? She's got some shitty apartment. Then she comes over to your place, and then she's like,
"This is how he keeps the romance going."
Yeah, she's probably all impressed with his apartment. She's like, "Oh wow, you have your own car?"
She has a very nice place.
Yeah, and you say she's an actress, but she isn't really, is she?
Well, she does a little acting, a little modeling.
Where did she act? What
she's
movie?
in Chicago. What kind of acting?
Where do you act in Chicago?
She's acting like she's interested in me every day. You know what a challenge that has to be?
Tell the truth. Does she live with her parents?
No, she doesn't.
She has a very nice house. It's the one she grew up in.
I'm like Dawson. It's like Dawson's Creek, you know?
Yeah, right. Here comes that old guy.
He climbs through the window.
You're the man, I'll tell you. You've got him coming and going, all perfect 10s, I'll tell you that. You're something else, man. That's why I admire you. I don't read your reviews. I admire this.
Thanks, Howard. Thank you. I'm glad I put in 20-hour days.
By the way, Richard, the Academy Awards are actually coming up on Sunday.
Yes.
And so I asked Richard to give us, his picks. People like that kind of thing around.
Absolutely. I'm interested because this year has been an odd year.
I'll tell you my pick, and then, Richard, you can tell me why I'm right. Best Supporting Actress. I don't even know.
You like the mother in the fighter.
Yeah, well, there's always a difference between, who you're predicting is going to win and your favorite performance.
Yeah.
And that Melissa Leo, who plays the mom in the fighter, she's got the kind of role that you win an Oscar for. She's got the wig, and she's got she steals every scene, and she's yelling at the daughters, and she's yelling at Mark Wahlberg and Christian Bale, and she's a great actress.
Can I be honest with you, though? As much as I like that woman and I like the movie The Fighter, the little girl in True Grit, is she up for an award?
Yes, she is.
For that award?
Isn't she Best Actress?
I think she's actually up for Best Supporting Actress, even though
Best Supporting?
She's got Haley Steinfeld, I think her name is.
Yeah, I thought she was terrific.
It's funny, too, because she's up for Best Supporting Actress, but she's got the lead in that movie. I mean, she's in every scene.
Yeah, I thought she was going to be would have to be in the Best Actress category.
Yeah, I mean, she's in the movie way more than Jeff Bridges or Matt Damon or anybody, but they can put, they don't have any rules for the Academy. They can put you in any category.
Right.
So they got her for Best Supporting Actress, even though she was really the lead. She would be the one that might win in the upset, because, the Supporting Actress category is sometimes where you get those strange choices like Mira Sorvino won and Marissa Tomei won.
Right.
I actually have almost seen all the movies this year that are up for, because that's why I think the Academy Awards don't do that well in the ratings, because some of these movies...
They're very obscure. They're not the big blockbusters.
But for Best Supporting Actor, it comes down to two guys.
Who?
Christian Bale in The Fighter.
Right.
And Jeffrey Rush in the King's Speech.
Right.
And in my mind, Jeffrey Rush deserves it. This guy is some actor, but I wouldn't be upset if Christian Bale got it.
Christian Bale was amazing.
All right, who's going to win that one?
Christian Bale's going to win. I agree it's between those two actors, and the King's Speech might sweep the award, so they might hear Jeffrey Rush. But, he's got a Best Actor Oscar already,
yes.
So sometimes the Academy goes, all right, this guy's already won once. Christian Bale's a great actor.
Is that what they do? When you say the Academy, is it a group of people who get together and go, yeah, this guy, or is it just like individual voters all have that collective thought?
It's individual voters, but they have a certain mindset. It's usually, and when people are in the Academy, they're in it for life. So it's an older voting group, which is sometimes you see, that's why you see the more traditional movies winning. And I do think politics plays a part in it. Like, look at Al Pacino. He won for Scent of a Woman. Not his best movie, but he hadn't won for Godfather. He hadn't won for Serpico, Dog Day Afternoon, all these great movies. So they're like, oh, shit, it's time to give Al Pacino the Oscar. We got to vote him in this year.
Are people angry with Christian Bale because of that tirade he had on the set where he yelled and screamed? Could that hurt him with the Academy voters?
I think if it had happened last month, yeah. He doesn't have the best reputation, and that kind of stuff plays into it, too. It is a popularity contest. But,
yeah.
I think, by now, and I think actually, the largest branch of the Academy is the acting branch. I think a lot of actors will be like, oh, I can relate to him. I've had moments like that, too. So I don't think they'll hold it against him.
That's what I think. It's not the people voting, it's actors.
Best actress is who? Natalie Portman?
Yeah, Natalie Portman's going to win for Black Swan. I thought early in this that maybe Annette Bening would win for The Kids Are All Right.
She was great.
Yeah, she's great, and a lot of people thought she should have won for American Beauty. She's never won. She's married to Warren Beatty, so they're kind of Hollywood royalty, all that stuff. But Natalie Portman's winning every awards,
It seems by the time we get to the Academy Awards, it's already almost been determined that there's no surprises.
Yeah, and they moved them up a month, and everybody else just moved all their awards up a month, so it didn't matter. They should hand them out like in November.
Now, if this guy, Colin Firth, doesn't win for Best Actor, I thought that was the performance of a lifetime in the movie The King's Speech. Am I right or am I wrong?
You are correct, sir.
I mean, I never seen it.
Well, what's the competition?
I don't know. This guy, I don't know what the other guys who are nominated, but this guy was spectacular.
The other nominees, you've got James Franco for 127 Hours.
I wouldn't watch that.
2 Tenths for you?
A whole movie of a guy cutting his own arm off? I can't watch that.
Howard, it's a great movie, and that's just one scene in there. But Jeff Bridges,
Robin and I are working on a script where I eat my own foot.
If that's what people like, that's what we're doing.
If that's what it takes, I'll do it.
Get the guy from Rolling Stone to write the screenplay. If Everybody Bang goes, it'll be a huge hit at the box office.
I'm talking, believe me. I better get a good article out of you. Hey, am I going to get a good article out of you?
It's a Q&A, so it's everything you say is going to be in there.
Don't fuck me up.
It's a Q&A.
Yeah. If I lose my mind and say something stupid, protect me.
All right, done.
He's not the guy that interviewed Bieber, is he, and trapped him up on all those questions?
No, that's not me.
Did you interview that general who got fired?
No,
good, because I can't afford to lose this gig.
Be careful, Howard. I don't know. That guy's tricky. He might get your pants off before that interview's over.
Yeah, that'd be worse of a problem.
Now, Richard, I, of course, have been saying for months that in terms of the best film of the year, the best film of the year, hands down, is King's Speech, where the king, of course, has a speech impediment. It is a fantastic movie. Robin, like many people, has been saying...
Social Network.
Social Network. I am right. Am I correct?
You're both wrong. The best picture of the year was Inception, of course.
No.
Well, I did say Inception, too. That technically is the best.
Yeah,
movie.
technically the most impressive.
Yeah.
And Christopher Nolan not getting nominated for Best Director is a joke. I don't know how they couldn't nominate him.
Are you saying Inception will win?
No, I'm not saying it will win. It doesn't have a chance. It's between the two pictures you mentioned, and the King's Speech has all the momentum. I thought the King's Speech was really solid, kind of typical British drama, really well written, fantastic performances. But I thought The Social Network was amazing. They took the story of Facebook, which is a guy sitting in front of a computer and people giving depositions, and they made it thrilling. I can't believe you didn't like that.
I liked it. I thought it was a good movie, but it was not as good as The King's Speech. How come a movie like Inception, if it's so good, why do you say it doesn't have a chance?
I think that some of the Academy probably said they were confused by it. The King's Speech is laid out in classic dramatic fashion. You've got a guy who's trying to overcome a great difficulty, and he triumphs. It's that kind of a story.
Listen, I'm recently on this Twitter. What do you do all day? You're on that thing 24/7. I see you on there. I mean, what's going on with you? Are you working or are you Twittering?
I'm doing both. It's part of work, right? And look at you. I told you you're the king now.
All right, you have a couple other predictions about the Academy Awards that I really like here.
What do you think of the hosts?
Well, here, listen to this. He gives the odds on some things, and maybe you'll comment on these.
Sure.
Odds that the co-hosts, James Franco and Anne Hathaway's opening routine will include a pre-taped number or song.
It has to, doesn't it?
That's almost a given, right? They have to do a song.
Yeah, that's why I put it at 1 to 2, so it's more likely that that'll happen than not.
Yeah.
I mean, they've been doing all these pre-taped bits. You've seen any of these commercials. I think they're both pretty funny. It was an interesting choice. But you know what happens with the hosts every year? They come out, they do some pre-taped number, they do some Billy Crystal type song, and then they pretty much disappear for the next 3 hours. They're traffic cops because they have to cram in all those best visual, live animation, action, short categories.
You're right. It's the Academy Awards have become a formula. In a sense, the host comes out, they do a song, they say some stupid stuff, and then boom,
you hardly ever see them again.
Which is good because then you say, okay, here you go.
Yeah, then you make
listen to this. Yeah. I love what you wrote. Number of times the winners will take out a crumpled handwritten note and stumble over their acceptance speech.
Wow.
And you say your guess is 5.
Yeah, it happens every time. I get these people, they come up there, they're all out of breath, and they're like, they pull out the napkin, or, I scribbled some notes on the way here. And I'm like, look, you've been nominated for like 2 months. Write something down. Get something prepared. Act like you've been there. Act like you know what you're going to do.
You know what I think it is? It becomes the cool thing. Like, oh man, I'm so unprepared.
I didn't think I was going to win.
I never expected to win. It's a cool. Everyone wants to be cool, right?
Exactly. These women get up there. Oh, I just spent 6 weeks not eating anything. 2 weeks at the hairdresser, makeup, all that kind of stuff. But I didn't really expect to be up here. This caught me so off guard. But
this is great.
My little crumpled napkin.
Number of times winners will use an iPad or some other 21st century device as a notebook. Now, you say 0. I say at least once.
It would be cool if somebody, actually entered the 21st century, got some great product placement. If somebody won for the Social Network, get up there and use your iPad, use your Droid.
I can envision somebody whipping out their iPhone or Droid and like checking it or twittering during it,
or having their speech written on it.
Wouldn't that be something?
Number of Justin Bieber jokes. You say at least 2.
Yeah, there's always that, they have to be in the moment, so I'm sure the host will make a joke or there'll be some routine about that, You
say number of times the orchestra will attempt to play off a winner who's going too long on a song, and you say 6 times at least.
I think that's low.
Especially in those early categories, when those people get up there, they've won an award for something you've never seen. It's somebody you've never heard of, and now they're thanking people that you really don't care about. And those are the ones that go on forever. It was a dream of mine to one day win the Oscar for Best Animated Documentary Live Short.
But what's sad is the big stars get treated the same as the documentary winners. They really should give the documentary winners 10 seconds to make a speech.
Right.
And then finally, when someone like, I don't know.
If Colin Firth wins.
Give him a few minutes.
Oh, especially with some of these actors, because it'd be great. Julia Roberts went up there and she just was rambling on. Just let her keep going.
That's the greatness. That's why they're so afraid of insulting these documentary. In other words, they got to be even-handed. They shouldn't be. They should say
nobody's there for them.
Yeah, we got to keep this baby rolling.
Yeah, Yeah, if they got rid of all those, they don't have to get rid of those categories. Just have a luncheon like the day before and hand out those awards. Do a quick 30-second medley recapping that. Do the main categories. It'd be a 2-hour show. It'd probably get double the ratings. And, yeah, when Colin Firth wins or Natalie Portman goes up there, let them ramble on. Who cares?
Here's an interesting one you write. A number of times Richard Roper will bang his 17-year-old girlfriend on Oscar night. Man. You say at least 3.
Do you watch in bed?
You say 3 times at least, right?
Well, I'm hosting a viewing party in Chicago, so people will definitely get their money's worth if that was the case.
What will she wear to the party? Do you know?
I have no idea.
Does she ever go to like restaurants with you and not wear panties? That's such a fantasy.
No, that's unsanitary. Come on, Howard.
Is that true? Like, I mean, does she ever
around food?
Will she ever put does she do things for you that like wear mini skirt and no panties?
Howard, she does things for me like showing up at this point.
How old was her last boyfriend?
I have no idea.
Liar.
The last 2 couldn't reach his age.
All right, here we
Thanks,
go.
Robin. How are you doing over there?
I'm teasing. I love you.
Let's see. Number of lame tweets we'll get from various stars or their publicists on Oscar Day, 437. Number of times winners will thank their agents, 12. Number of times winners will thank their parents, 6. And fallen stars will get the loudest applause during the medley of dead people. You predict Leslie Nielsen.
Ooh.
I like that.
Yeah.
Dennis Hopper.
Yes.
Tony Curtis, Lynn Redgrave, and Jill Clayburgh. I always feel bad for the unknowns who don't get any applause.
I know. People go, who?
Isn't that the worst thing they do at the Academy Awards? They could just turn the sound down in the audience, but they do the medley of dead people, which proves that even after you die in Hollywood, there's still a pecking order. So people are like, oh, Jill Clayburgh, I remember her. She was great. Then it's like, oh, that's some 90-year-old makok artist. I'm not going to clap for her. I didn't know her. It's horrible.
Are you aware of Mr. Skin at all?
Yeah, I know Skin.
Did you read any of his Anatomy Awards this year?
Of course, I follow that very closely. I'm hoping one day to become a voting member of the Skin
That'd be great.
Awards.
Yeah, why can't I be a voting member of that and you be a voting member of that?
Controversial choices this year, I'll tell you.
Well, I love Richard Roper. You can check out all of Richard Roper's Oscar picks at richardroper.com. He really is a great guy, opinionated guy, funny guy. Yeah.
What is the best song? I don't even remember any songs.
Oh, it'll be from Toy Story 3. They always go with that kind of cute little song that plays over the closing credits. So it'll be the song from Toy Story 3.
By the way, here's something depressing. You can see Richard on Real Z channel.
Reels. Just Reels, like Reels. That's not depressing. It's an up-and-coming channel.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's all about the movie.
Here I was feeling bad for you.
No, don't feel bad for me. And Howard, thank you for following me on Twitter. After you followed me, I picked up like 10,000 new followers.
I love it. You happen to be very good at it.
Well, thank you.
You say some interesting things.
Thank you. I appreciate that. You too. Right. It's a lot of fun. You're doing a great job with the commentary on Private Parts was groundbreaking. A landmark moment in Twitter history.
Thanks, Richard. And we'll look forward to hopefully seeing you in here soon.
Yeah, good to talk to you.
All right, later.
All right. See you.
That's the great Richard Roper who got the rug pulled out.
The reason he's great.
He got the rug pulled out from under him when Roger got his health fell apart.
I know.
Richard had a cush gig with Roger Ebert. And then Roger had that, I don't even know what it is. It took his whole fucking jaw out.
He got the worst cancer. My God, it was in his throat and in his jaw.
And he's the greatest, that Roger, because he had opinions on everything. And
he still does.
Yeah, I know. I read his Twitter. He can't talk now, so he constantly Twitters.
Yeah.
He's got Twitter diarrhea, like you wouldn't believe, and it's great. It's good to hear from him. That Twitter's a great invention for him.
It keeps him current.
Yeah. Well, anyway, do I have to take a break?
Yes, we do.
Oy vey.
Can you imagine Roger would explode with all those thoughts in him if he couldn't get them out?
Yep. His head almost exploded. That's what happened.
The reason we love them so much.
Boy, that was some picture of... let me ask you something. Is that the kind of caliber of woman you were getting? Like Richard Roper's girlfriend?
I mean, I feel like I'm in the position of like...
Be honest. Just be straight with me.
Yeah,
you look at that and you go...
You could pick her up if you were there that night.
It was across the board, but there were women that attractive for sure.
They were that attractive?
Yeah.
Wow.
When you had 5 in the bed with you, you'd have 5 girls that looked like her?
No.
Right, and I believe that. That's believable to me. Yeah. When you get 5 of them,
you got to have a little smorgasbord.
Right. You get a couple of 6s and 4s. But added up, that's way over 10.
Exactly.
Hey, 5 2s are a 10. Any way you look at it. All right, that was Richard Roper. Neil Strauss is here. He's writing the article on Rolling Stone. Rolling Stone magazine is putting me on their cover. In fact, this is all being done rather quickly because it's the March issue.
Right.
So we have to get it. We have to wrap it up quick. What is your deadline on the article about me? You're interviewing me today, and when do you have to have your article in?
Next week.
Next week.
Yeah, I'm promised a follow-up phone call with you. We'll see.
Sure.
Okay.
I'll do it.
I was going to ask, is there a situation where they go to you, look, we need more or we want more in that area, and you have to come back?
Yeah, and they'll always say that.
Listen, when we're done, you won't need more. When I do an interview, I put it all out there, and then you'll have enough. You won't need a follow-up phone call. Look at me.
All right.
Do you need a follow-up phone call? No.
You just promised me one a minute ago.
You're not going to need it, though.
Okay.
You understand?
That'd be amazing.
Right.
That'd be amazing.
I'll like you a lot better if you don't follow up. Listen, I get people in here. I had Bill Murray on for an hour the other day.
Right.
I didn't get any follow-up. That's it.
But you wanted to. You said afterward you wanted to talk to him again.
I did.
Right.
Well,
But he doesn't get it.
I don't get it.
Right.
Neither do you. No, whatever you need, I'll cooperate. Believe me. I didn't realize you were so prominent with this pickup book of yours, The Game.
Well, we'll see how good he is if he can turn JD into a ladies' man.
Maybe he can't. I think of me, you're matching him.
I think we've got a challenge for you.
I still don't understand, though, what you're saying. And I'm not.
No, go
in
ahead.
other words, okay, you didn't get laid till you were 21.
Right.
You were, a nebbish.
Right.
A glom.
Right.
A dweeb.
Keep going.
Could you call him more
Yeah.
names?
A mishkite. You were all these things.
Right.
And suddenly, you had this epiphany.
Right, but it was step by step.
Right, and you said to yourself, I don't want to go through life not being the guy who, is a wallflower. I don't want to be the scum of the earth the rest of my life. I want to evolve into something more than that. I want to get beautiful women.
Right.
And you set out on a plan to discover how to do this?
Yeah, well, I had actually given up because...
Clear your throat.
Thank you.
All right. I'm going to vomit from you. Go ahead. Yes? And you're telling me you're getting laid.
So,
all right, go ahead. Yeah. Go ahead.
So, really, the whole reason I did the Motley Crue book, besides wanting the stories, is I wanted to be backstage with them and have that backstage pass and maybe get some sex going on.
Right.
Right. So when that didn't happen, I went on tour with them, didn't get laid the whole time.
Right. Even there, you couldn't.
Even there, and I would literally go get a stack of backstage passes, walk around, hand them out to women.
How old were you when you got the epiphany to actually research this thing and really put your mind to it? Like you devoted this like a job. Like,
yeah.
I'm going to learn how to fuck women.
Yeah, and I'd given up at that point. I'd literally given up.
How old were you at that point?
Probably late 20s.
Late 20s.
Maybe
But
28,
did you
29.
hear him?
Right.
He's walking around with a stack of backstage passes at a Motley Crue concert,
Right.
and he couldn't get laid.
Well, of course not. First, he's around Motley Crue.
Right.
And you had lost your hair already at this age, in 20s?
Yeah, but I was in the Rogaine phase.
You were in the Rogaine phase.
Right.
You were losing your hair. How tall are you?
I'm 5'6".
You're 5'6". You're a short guy.
Oh,
you're balding. You're a real mess.
Right.
And yet you said, I am not going to live my life as this loser guy that hangs around and never gets laid.
Well, actually, I thought I'm going to have to live my life as this loser guy who never gets laid.
Right.
And then one of Judith Regan's editors found this community online of this secret online community of pickup artists.
Right.
He said, why don't you check this out and write a how-to book for me?
Oh, so Judith hired you to write the book about
Well, I said I pretended like I wanted to do it. I had no interest in writing the book.
Right.
I just wanted to find out these tips and things.
So you were getting paid, because I was going to say to you, this is a full-time job. How did you make money during that period? But Judith Regan's book company was paying you.
Well, here's what's crazy. I was writing for the New York Times at the time.
Right.
And so when I went into this world, I changed my name because I figured if the New York Observer or some of those papers that like to bash the Times found out this Times reporter was posting his entire sex life and frustrations online in this community,
So you had a pseudonym.
Torture me, yeah. So I had no intention to write a book till it got kind of crazy.
All right, so what was really the big game changer for you, where you were getting models that looked like Richard Roper's girlfriend, and you were getting like
yeah,
super,
was there one tip
5
that
girls in bed?
Right there, I mean,
changed it exponentially?
There was a moment when I realized...
Clear your throat, for Christ's sake.
All right. There was a moment when I realized I got it, but it was a step-by-step thing. And I think the moment was when I took a workshop, as they call it, with that guy Mystery from the VH1 show back before that.
Mystery is a guy who teaches.
He's a guy who teaches. He's one of maybe 20 guys in this little world.
And this really works, because I look at Mystery on that show and I go, I would never talk to him.
Because you're looking at him like that. If he's saying out in the wild, you would look at him. Now, so... And his name is Mystery? Is that his pickup name, Mystery? Do you have a pickup name?
I do, and I did. And
what is your name?
Oh God, it was This is horrible. It was Style.
Style.
Right.
All right, get out of here. Rolling Stone.
Wait,
send me someone else to be interviewed.
Let me tell you something. It's a weird Fight Club thing. I was in the airport coming here.
Who gave you that name Style? Yourself? Or
I think Mystery gave it to you. And the reason you have these is not like because it's a cool thing. It's because
pump you up.
Because you don't want not even to pump you up. You don't want girls you meet to look you up online and find out what you're doing. So you make up just a handle or a code name in the
You
internet
introduce
chat
yourself
rooms.
to these women as Style?
No, of course
You
not.
could
say you're
actually
Neil.
say that?
You said I'm Neil.
Yeah, you give him your name.
Okay,
Yeah.
but when he was coaching you and stuff, you don't want. He calls you Style so that you're not recognizable.
I mean, I was walking through the airport today, and some guy said the security guy goes, "Oh, hey, Style," at the thing. It's a weird Fight Club thing. It's strange.
Yeah, my name was Hook Nose. That's what they call me.
It didn't sound sexy.
That's right. And so, what was the game changer? In other words, all of a sudden,
I'll tell you the moment.
You had a first conquest. What was the moment?
I mean, there were two moments. One was the first time I went out with Mystery. We went to this place called the Standard in Los Angeles.
Go ahead.
There were just a couple couples in there. He says, "I'm going to show you how it's done."
Go ahead.
Scott Baio was there with his girlfriend, and there were two other couples. I said, "Let's leave."
Right.
He walked, and Scott Baio's girlfriend was gorgeous.
And this guy, Mystery, he doesn't
in.
even get intimidated. You're like, let's leave because Scott Baio's there. We're not going to get anybody
Right, and it's
here.
all couples.
You already were feeling, and it's all couples. And he
Yeah.
said, no, we don't leave.
Right.
We're fucking tonight.
Right.
Look at this guy. Go ahead. Okay, now take me with you. Go ahead.
Right. So,
yes?
So he walks up to the group. Scott Baio's there, two couples.
Right.
He walks in, and over the course of about 15 or 20 minutes, gets this girl to give him her phone number.
Which girl? The girl who's there with the
Scott
guy?
Baio's date. And Scott Baio's...
Mystery, or whatever his name is.
Scott Baio's date.
Got the phone number off of Scott Baio's date.
And Scott Baio literally goes to me, is this... And he does a little bit of magic in his thing. That's his shtick.
Yeah.
And he goes, is this a trick, or is he actually stealing my girlfriend? He literally said something along those lines to me. And that's when I said, okay, this is possible.
Wow.
Yeah, so that was the epiphany.
And how did he get the number? By doing like his magic trick or something? Or
Well, the whole thing is you walk in, especially if you're not a good-looking guy, you don't hit on the girl, obviously, because as soon as you hit on her, she's going to be creeped out. You need to buy some time to show your personality.
Right.
If she's with guys, you need to win over the guy, show that you're harmless. So he just walks in, starts a casual conversation, pretends as if he's about to leave, so it's harmless, right?
Right.
And then steps back and says, by the way, I'll show you something interesting, and he starts doing the magic. And he's doing it for the guys, and the guys, they're probably bored, right? And they're like, oh, here's a guy who's entertaining us. That's great. And slowly, he sort of starts working his way toward the girl.
Right.
It's really smart.
And chicks
So it's all subtle.
And these chicks, they love magic.
And it's not.
They're suckers for that magic.
But not
even
cheap.
my wife, who used to
David Blaine?
David Blaine. She was like, oh, and he does that magic. I go, what the fuck is with this magic?
Yeah, it's because you do the magic where they don't believe it's magic.
So did you take up magic? Was that your thing?
It wasn't my thing, but I did learn enough that I could have done, like, walked around tables and done it. But you're not there with cards.
Boy, picking up women is hard.
It's a lot of work.
That vagina you got is a gold mine, Robin. You don't use it. I'm telling you, you don't use it enough.
That's the main thing. People think it's threatening, but you realize all the crazy extremes these guys go to. But you're not doing.
So how did you? But still, so you're doing magic tricks at a table, and did Magic fuck Mystery? Did he fuck Scott Baio's girlfriend?
He got the phone number. I don't think he ended up sleeping with her. He walked away with the phone number, which to me was enough as a guy who can approach. That was enough in that.
And
moment.
that was an epiphany for you.
Right. That was an epiphany that was even possible. That a human being who wasn't.
So how do
famous
you
could do
turn
that.
into a stud? Where did you go to get laid and all this?
I mean, from that moment, it was just obsessive practice and learning from those guys. And you start small. You just say, if I can do an approach without getting rejected, great. Okay, now let me do an approach without getting rejected, and now stay in the conversation a little longer so she doesn't want me to leave. Great. And maybe that's another month of work. Next month is now how can I get the phone number, and that's great. And then for the longest time, right, I could walk in, I could get anyone's phone number, but then how do you cross the bridge to making out with her? That was the biggest.
Yes.
That was the biggest trouble.
What was the bridge there?
Here was. Do you want to know?
Yeah, I want to know.
Yeah,
What do you
okay.
think I'm doing here?
We're asking the question.
I know what it is. Roofies.
Exactly. So for me, because again, I couldn't possibly believe a girl would ever find me attractive. So I'd go on dates with these girls. I couldn't pull the trigger, and they would get bored and leave.
Right.
You know,
You're
because
the friend all the time. Right.
Yeah. So this sounds cheesy to say, but I'll tell you what it was for me.
Yeah.
I did this. So we had little names for the routines we would do because I had like a little script that I just sort of figured out that started working, and I can tell you what it
Give me the script.
Okay.
Damn it, you're all embarrassed. Just do it.
It was called the evolution phase shift routine.
Evolution phase shift routine.
This sounds horrible, and here's what it was, which was you can't just if you just kind of make a lunge for a girl, even if she wants to kiss you, her autopilot response is to back off a little bit.
Right.
So what you have to do is start getting her comfortable with touch slowly in a kind of comfortable way.
Yeah. How do you do that?
Right. So So, and this is what I did, and this isn't what I do now, but this is what I did to get over that hurdle for myself.
Okay.
Okay. So the first step was, I knew as an insecure guy, as soon as I think, should I be kissing this girl? It's time to kiss her. It means she's ready because, well, why else would I think that?
Right. Good thinking. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, yeah, that's what most rapists say.
Go ahead. So what is the groundbreak? What was the move?
So the first move is...
Second I see a girl, I think I should be kissing her.
Exactly.
Right, but go ahead.
No, I think, is she ready for it? So the first move is... I would tell her that she smelled nice, right?
Go ahead.
And I'd lean in, I'd kind of smell her down from like the top of the neck down to the bottom of the neck.
Okay, you smell them.
He said it works for dogs, so I don't know.
Right.
Right.
And no one has a problem with that. No one's going to say you can't smell me.
And once you lean in and smell her, you're now
You're close.
You're close, and then you back off. It's a safe thing, and we discuss a little bit smell and how we're hardwired to respond when people smell us. It's like dogs; they get all the information they need from about mating and things. It's a natural response, and I talk about that for a little bit.
Right.
Really?
And the truth is this. Here's the funny thing that I realized after the game. I thought this was maybe a trick to get someone to kiss me. I really realized this is all to make myself comfortable actually kissing her.
Right.
But I'll give you the rest of it really quickly.
Yes.
So second move is I talk about hair pulling. That's the other thing I would talk about how, kittens would grab each other by the scruff of the neck and we're kind of wired to respond, or lions would bite each other's manes when making love. And I'd kind of say, and my favorite thing when I had hair was when someone would kind of reach up and pull the back of my hair, and I'd actually do that with her if she didn't have extensions. That's the one.
Really?
So I kind of take her and I pull her hair back, and in a firm, quick, kind of nice feeling way.
Really?
That was step 2. Yeah.
That's insane.
But at that point, they're not going to have a problem with it. Maybe we've been talking for 20 minutes at that point if I just met her or something.
Okay.
So that was step 2. Then you back off a little bit.
Did you ever accidentally pull off a wig like a chick was going through chemo? No.
I learned the hard way about the extensions.
Okay.
So the third step, and this is the crazy one, was I would say, but the most interesting thing, and what you're doing is you're not just getting her comfortable with safe touch, you're also demonstrating you know something about a woman and sexuality.
Right.
So the third step was, I would say, but the best parts of the body, the parts that never see the sunlight, the parts that bend the most, and I'd say like that part on the opposite side of your elbow.
Yeah.
And that part under your leg. And if she was comfortable with it, I'd touch both parts.
Really?
And the next step is I would say, you know what? Next time you're with a guy, you got to have him bite you there. It'll drive you nuts. And she'd say, okay. And I'd say, what the hell? I'd grab her arm and I'd bite her right there.
Really?
Yeah. And literally in the middle of a club, I've done it on planes, all kinds of crazy places. And
they didn't arrest you?
And they didn't arrest me.
Robert, this is unbelievable.
I'm shocked.
But here's why. Here's why. Each step is a compliance test. If she agrees with each step, you're sort of saying, okay, I can move one step further.
And it worked for you.
And it worked.
Well, it must have.
Wow.
And the next step was neck biting, and then the next step was making out.
Go bite Lisa G's neck. Let's see what happens.
I'll be right back.
Bring her in here. Let's see if we can do this.
Yeah, right. Do it on you. Loosen you up.
I know the game, so it wouldn't work.
Hi, Sugar. You're on the air.
Hey now.
Hey now.
How are you guys? Anyway, I've studied with Hypnotica, and I believe him and Neil know each other, and Steve, and it's amazing. I've known Eric for 10 years, and it's true. I've watched him work with women. I've watched everything, and it's...
You're saying this stuff works?
Yeah, they're both guys I learned from in the book. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, they are...
Hey, listen, what do I know? You're telling me you got a lot of women? That's good. I don't know what she's talking about.
Apparently, she knows all these guys he trained.
There are 2 of the guys besides Mystery I learned from in the book.
Hypnotica.
They all have nicknames.
I see.
Right.
You all sound fruity to me, but
I mean, we were all nerds. We were all Dungeons and Dragons.
I think it's terrific. If you get
Dungeons and Dragons?
Does the book still sell well?
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's Neil Strauss. He's supposed to be writing an article on me. I'm doing more good for him than he's doing for me.
You just sold a bunch of books.
Right. And listen, the reason I'm doing an interview with Rolling Stone is because I want to promote this app.
Yeah.
Make sure it gets in there.
Okay.
And don't tell me your editor edited it out.
No, it's got. They said it's got to be in there.
Yeah. Oh, good. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, listen. I that's my job here.
Right.
They make the whole thing the app.
But is it weird? Is it weird when so many people come in here trying to plug things to be plugging something and something else?
I'll work it in a creative way.
I'm excited to see how you do it.
All right. Quite frankly, I'm just going to bang you over the head with it. And if you start biting my arm, I'll know you're weird.
Right.
And don't pull my hair. Anyway, Neil, pleasure, and congratulations on your book. And you say the book is still selling out there, The Game.
Yeah, it's fine, yeah.
No kidding, it's doing well.
Yeah.
You still get paid for that.
Yeah.
That's terrific. Good for you. Can you make a lot of money being a writer for Rolling Stone?
Yeah, I do it because I enjoy it.
But do you make a lot of money?
No.
Do you live well? Well, how do you make your money? Just
from the books. Because I've written like 6 books or so.
I see. Like when Jenna Jameson wrote a book, you got a lot of money. You get an advance, right?
Exactly.
And then you get a cut of the action?
Yeah, you get a cut. Of course, definitely.
Wow.
Did you give Ratso a cut of the action or no?
Ratso's a millionaire now. He's retired.
Because he is.
Ratso.
Went off and wrote a Dylan book. He was so
believe me, Ratso did just fine.
Okay.
All right.
Don't trust Neil. He promised to marry me. He fucked me. Then he deserted me. You bastard.
Is that the computer girl who sits in the Artie chair? You fucked her? Well, you are the man.
You can pick her up?
Yep. Ralph, go ahead.
Hey now.
Hey now.
Boy, this seems like a lot of fucking work just to get laid.
You know what, Ralph, though? You can be arrogant. You know, Ralph's got a look going.
And kind of creepy, too.
Well, it sounds creepy to me, too.
Yeah, biting women's elbows.
But, you know, he's got a good way. I see how he is with women. He hangs out with them. He's kind of got a natural ability.
He's almost like a girl.
Get him drunk.
What Neil...
Make your move.
No.
Chapter 1.
No, what Neil is referring to... Ralph, you've got to look... Neil's referring to guys who are bald, are short, they have no self-confidence. You're talking about guys who can't get laid if they're on Gilligan's Island with Mrs. Howell. They can't get laid.
But you know what? Let me tell you something. And by the way, it was guys like that and guys like Richard who make you feel horrible about it anyway.
Right.
And you're just because you think, okay, either you got it or you don't. But then you realize you can learn it. But let me tell you something. Since I wrote this book, that the people whose lifestyles I envied, big, celebrities and stars and rock stars will be calling me for advice when they're on dates.
Right.
And I literally remember interviewing Orlando Bloom for Rolling Stone. I was talking about the book, and he was asking for advice. There's things I'd done he hadn't done. Here he was, at the time, the best-looking, most. Every guy feels
he might have just
like
been humoring you. I don't think Orlando Bloom needs advice of getting laid.
We can talk about it. I can promise he wasn't. Yeah.
You know. Has anyone ever been arrested for biting a girl after reading your book? I mean, people gone to jail because they don't exactly do it right? I mean,
I think people have gotten some black eyes for hitting
officer,
a guy's girlfriend.
This guy just pulled my hair and bit me on my arm. What do I do? So Neil is talking about guys who have absolutely no rap. Guys who can never get laid.
But now this sounds like a full-time job, though. I mean,
it is. No, it is.
It is
a
job.
lot of work.
You can afford to laugh at it because I seen him.
He can move and groove.
He's got the hair and the look.
I'd shoot myself if I had to go through that to get laid.
Oh, God.
Well, you know what? You're being a big shot, but a lot of guys out there can't get laid, and you know it.
Well, listen, I know what he's saying. Just have some confidence. That's happening.
Wait, can I ask you a question? I'm curious because a lot of guys who are naturals, right, like yourself, what age did you lose your virginity at?
Come on.
You're asking me?
Yeah.
Listen, I don't think I have a lot of self-confidence, but I think...
What age did you lose it?
Answer the question.
And I'd say...
Does a priest count?
Late, no.
To a girl. Okay.
How old were you when that priest tried to get up your ass?
I was a young 14.
All right, but when did you... when did you lose your...
I was out of high school, like first year out of high school.
He didn't do that well with women.
Right.
19.
Like you know what? You'd be surprised. I got laid at 16.
Really?
I did get laid.
I got tons of girls.
I got my shit together. I started smoking pot, and that loosened me up. That was great. So that's good advice, too.
So take drugs.
Because I noticed most of the guys who need the help either lost their virginity at a late age. Because if you go through puberty just wanting to lose your virginity so badly, you just become nervous around women. And they're also raised in like mother-dominated families.
Yeah.
For some reason.
I would go on streaks. I would get a lot of girls, and then I would get no girls for years.
Right.
It was bad. I was
Listen,
inconsistent.
the best piece of advice is you can't go into a room, you can't go into a club and look desperate. Women can smell that a mile away. You just go and hang and have a good time, and they'll come to you. Period.
But what if you are desperate?
What if you smell like desperation?
Exactly.
All right, thank you.
I can't help you with that.
I know what you're talking about. You're talking about a guy, short guy, loses his hair. He's never gotten scored with women. How do you get that confidence, and how do you get the ball rolling? This girl you're living with now.
Right.
How long you with her? A year?
A year, yeah.
What does she look like? Is she a 10?
I mean, I think she is, yeah.
You show me a picture of her.
Okay.
You got one?
Yeah, I have one on my phone, yeah.
You got it right now?
Yeah.
Let me see it.
Okay.
Let me see what you have.
But
then I'll know if you're for real or not.
Okay, but I will say this, and I'm not making an excuse for her because I think she's really a gorgeous girl.
She put on a few pounds recently?
No.
All right, go ahead.
No. That I will say is, before this, I thought all I wanted to do was have sex with super hot girls and models and strippers and porn stars.
Right.
And when it comes to a relationship, and I'm not saying this is the cheesy ending, but it is true, I'd give anything for like a stable, awesome, great
Well, let me tell you something. Yeah. It sounds like you make a... Watch this woman look like Susan Boyle, and then your whole gig is going to be...
She's stable, awesome, and great.
Right. You got headphones on. Don't hurt yourself. Come over here. I got to be nice to Neil too. You know, I mean, he's writing an article.
He's writing
on
an
me.
article. Don't
Fuck me over.
piss him off by saying
Let
something
me
bad
see.
about his lady.
Oh, whoa, no, she's hot.
I can give you
No, she's. You got a better one? Give me a better one. You got any? What do you have?
I can tell you where her website is.
She's got a website.
She got a website. What does she do?
Here, get on the mic. No one can hear you in this important stuff. Oh no, she's hot.
I mean,
She's
tell you,
hot.
Yeah, I can tell you her website, but I don't want to like be plugging her or something like that on here. So, but I'll tell you.
Go ahead. Give it to me.
It's gigiamor.com, gigiamor.com.
gigiamor.com.
Yeah, she sells like swimsuits, but she really doesn't have them mass produced, so don't go ordering tons.
She's
But
hot.
she's the model on.
You know
on
what?
all
I
that.
believe your book.
Okay.
You proved it to me. I could see who you're fucking.
Right. That's all it takes.
It's all bullshit. until
She's
you
selling bathing suits. You know she's hot.
Benji, you look up Gigi Amore immediately.
Holy shit! Is that her laying down? In the shower?
Let me see that. Turn that around. How dare you see that before me?
You're not supposed to look.
I think that is Richard
wow.
Roper's
Oh,
girlfriend.
look at that.
I know that it looks like her. That's why I was staring at it. I was like, it kind of has the same body type as my girlfriend.
Wow, that's your girlfriend, huh?
He's making excuses.
You don't have to make any excuses, pal.
She's got bite marks all over her.
Yeah, look at her arm. Looks like she's a heroin addict. Any more pictures of her on that website?
Is there?
Yeah, they're all over the website. Yeah.
Is she on Mr. Skin?
Show me more. She ever do porn?
Go to shop.
No, she never. She would never.
Oh wow! Wow!
Oh,
Wow!
yeah.
She's got a nice body.
Let me see. Scroll down. Wow, you are the man. And are you engaged to her?
Hopefully one day.
How old is she?
She's 26.
No shit.
Yeah.
And you got her? That book is worth $1 million.
Stop it.
Now the proof is in the pudding. Does
She's
she
not that.
live with you?
Yeah, she just moved in like 2 weeks ago.
Beautiful.
How long have you guys been on going out?
For a year.
She give you anal?
I think we might have tried once.
You remember if you do.
No, I think it didn't go all the way in.
Did it? You're
No.
pretty thick, huh?
I think so.
Mine would go in with ease.
Right.
Right into her. No kidding.
Yeah.
No, you get mud on the turtle?
No mud.
No mud.
Yeah, but you know what? But really, the toughest thing is untraining yourself from doing the pickup stuff. When
Right.
you're seeing like
you got to turn it off.
You got to turn it off.
When her hot friends come over, you go into pickup mode, huh?
Or just you're on the plane,
Yeah.
someone's walking by, you're in
Right.
the street. Yeah.
Jesus. Boy, she's some catch.
And I'm not just saying she's personality perfect. Just
Is she
not
great in
spoiled.
bed?
You know what? She's semi inexperienced. She's really good in bed, but not great yet.
Right. You're going to teach
Oh,
her.
you're gonna fix her.
Yeah. Oh, there's time. There's time.
What doesn't she do right? She doesn't know how to give a good BJ?
Dude, really?
Yeah, I'm being serious. We can talk. No one's listening to this shit.
She listens to the show all the time. but
Nobody's listening today, believe me.
All right.
People are busy. This is the 9 o'clock hour.
I've never even told her this.
Go ahead.
This could ruin everything.
Don't worry, you'll get another one. Clear your throat.
You can pick up someone else.
Yeah.
So
What's the matter with you?
He needs water. We're
He's got water. I gave him water.
Really? Oh my
I was
God.
I was on the red eye. Oh, this sounds horrible.
But go ahead.
You know, I think she just doesn't get like super wet.
I see.
Oh my God.
Is that horrible? Is that?
Oh my
you,
God.
You bang her bareback?
Yeah, and she has orgasms and everything. She just doesn't get super wet.
So what are you going to do to correct that?
I got to do something now because I just said it on the Howard Stern show.
Did you tell her this, or you never said it to her?
No, I never said it because I don't want to make her self-conscious
But
about
isn't that your problem? You're not getting her hot enough.
I don't know.
much
We'll have a
foreplay?
discussion.
Do you go down on her?
I mean, my last girlfriend was like a squirter, so maybe
Right.
I got spoiled by that.
Do you go down on her?
You were with
Yeah, of
a
course. I
porn
love going down on
star.
her, and she has multiple orgasms. So I don't think it's the pleasure thing. I think it's just a.
I was with a
biological
chick
thing.
once who was pretty dry, and I just
Right.
took it personally. I was kind of like, you know what? She's not that into me.
Yeah.
Because if she's dry, I mean, she's not that into me.
It
You know
could-
what I mean?
Yeah, and if you call attention to it, it just makes them more self-conscious and more dry, so you don't say anything.
I think some of these young girls are dry all the time.
But how much foreplay is there? Are you good at that?
What is
Yeah,
this guy's a
good-
busy writer.
No, I'm good at and that's one of the things that the caller who mentioned Steve P.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
He taught me all kinds of crazy sexual techniques.
Well, licking that clitoris thing?
Some licking stuff, something that he called stacking orgasms, all
Yeah.
kinds of weird techniques.
So you know all the positions and Kama Sutra, and she's still not getting that wet.
Yeah, because he studied that stuff, and it might be a
Yeah.
biological thing. I don't know.
Do you rub her vagina while you're banging her?
Yeah, I do that either with my hand or with my pelvic bone.
Does she have to like wet her vagina down with her fingers in order to get you in there?
Yeah, it's the only girl I've ever had to do that with.
Yeah, that could be a deal breaker.
It's not going to be a deal breaker. You know what? Because here's the thing.
And look at what this anal, you couldn't even get in there.
This is where, after the game, here's where I messed up, right?
Yeah.
I chose girls for sexual reasons. Like, I could never get that hot, beautiful club girl.
Right.
You know, I could never get the stripper or the porn star.
Right.
And went in a conversation with a friend who who we probably both know, a producer friend who we know, but he said, you got to choose girls not for sexual reasons, but for intimacy, and the intimacy can last
but
forever.
this chick's got to learn to get wetter. We got to get rid of her. I mean, come on.
It's still good sex. It's still good sex.
It is good.
Yeah.
But doesn't it hurt after a while because she's dry?
I mean, she'll get wet enough.
She does.
Yeah, it's not mind-blowing. You said, was it great? And it's just really good.
Right.
I'm going to get killed.
What about a lube?
You know what? I've never used lube. I can try the lube.
Maybe you got to lube her up.
Yeah.
I mean, I know it's a defeat, but you got to lube her up.
I think I've just ruined my entire sex life.
You probably did.
Thanks.
See, I hope you. I wish you was good. I wish you was good an interview with me that I'm having with you.
I know. I hope you're this giving.
Right. One thing about my Robin, she's always wet. I'm ready to go. Right, Robin?
Absolutely. This is a great interview.
Oh, no, that's not what I asked you. You just said absolutely. I said one thing about my Robin, she's always wet. And you said absolutely. Well, let me tell you something. Don't you take it personally when the girl doesn't get that wet? Because that's what happened to me with this one girl. She's a very young girl, by the way, when I was with her.
Right.
You know, it was before Beth.
Right.
Well, how old?
Well, remember I told you I was with someone and I didn't ask their age. I just assumed they were older. It turned out she was 21, and that was like very uncomfortable for me, and I couldn't continue. But I remember she was very dry.
Right.
Well, sometimes it takes a little while for a woman to hit her sexual peak.
I just figured she looked at me like a praying mantis.
Yeah, and I
probably got turned off. I took it personally.
Yeah, you do. But I noticed if you say something, it'll ruin it. So you just wait and you take your time, and as they get more comfortable, once they're comfortable, they let go.
But you've been with this chick a year and nothing's happening. She's not getting any wetter.
Maybe she needed to move it.
But I would rather her not get wet than her not having orgasms. At least she's coming.
Right.
Well, but I remember hitting a certain point in my sexual career when it was like, whoa. And that was when, full lubrication and everything.
You mean you were dry for years, Robin?
Not years. I was a young person.
Oh, so maybe it's her youth.
And I didn't know what I was doing.
You mean you didn't know... But what do you mean you didn't know what you're doing? How can you control
getting wet?
Well, you don't
know what to look for, what to expect, and people are starting too early, and stuff like
So you dried
it takes
up.
a little time to get that all right.
Oh.
And then I remember, like in this one relationship, I was like, "Whoa, that's what people are talking about."
So how long is it going to take for this girlfriend to learn?
It should be coming in any time.
Have her talk to Robin.
And once the floodgates open, they stay open, right? The body knows this is normal.
Right.
It's like girls who are. Like when they're squirting for the first time, they think they're going to pee the whole time, and once they finally let go and they realize it's not pee,
you
they
and the
squirting.
He's into it. Listen,
I just hate that.
This guy's been in a lot of freaky scenes.
It's such a horrible word, right? It's the word, right?
Robin, you ought to squirt.
I'm going to squirt.
I'll tell you
when
why.
Are you going to learn to squirt?
I'll tell you why the squirting obsession. Because I just realized now while we're talking, because it's like guys really want to make girls squirt, and girls care. Sometimes they care less, but I think it's like
care little or no, not at all.
But it's an ego thing. It's like, okay, if she's ejaculating too, I know it's a pleasure thing. It's like, oh, I'm giving her, it's an ego. It's a male ego thing.
You guys.
It's like an ejaculation.
We're not like you.
I know.
I know you all too well. Well, Neil Strauss. The book is called.
Forget it. We're not plugging. We're just talking.
The Game. Well, hey, I'll plug your book. Just make sure you plug my app.
Okay, done.
Okay. That's what believe me, I ain't sitting for you for another 2 hours for my health.
Right.
I mean, an hour and a half. All right, listen, let's take a break. A lot has been said, probably a lot of things that shouldn't have been said.
They'll probably be played at Gary's next meeting, board meeting.
Your girlfriend is very smoking hot. Okay, she has one drawback. She's completely turned off to you and she's dry. So what? Who cares? She's yours.
Oh, man.
All right, we'll take a break. Why don't you get on the phone to that girlfriend quick?
Neil, coming in here today as an interviewer,
right?
Do you ever imagine you'd be revealing so much about yourself?
Yeah, no. I think I definitely came expecting to be an observer, and probably not. I mean, I don't mind it because I reveal that much in my books, but usually have time to prepare the person.
And you're waxing philosophical about, vaginal moisture and sexuality. You really had a true Howard Stern experience about, revealing your personal life and what goes on behind closed doors and all that stuff.
Yeah, and you know what I learned, and I think what was interesting for the article in a sense is that, like Howard always says, this is odd curiosity that allows him to get these great interviews. But I think it's also his attention span. That one feels one's going to bore him, and so then the topics that make him a little more interesting. You're not contriving. You just feel like when people feel that they start to lose his attention if they really want to get a message out. Like maybe I want to explain that the game's not about biting people, but what it really is. But that's going to that's going to bore him. So you feel like he also gets good interviews because he's got that short attention span. He's a little bit more impatient with people, and actually being interviewed helped me understand that better.
Right, and I heard you mention earlier that being an interviewer yourself, to actually get interviewed by your subject, creates this understanding that you have a very unique understanding of the person you're writing about.
Yeah, and I think it makes you more anxious about the interview, especially again with someone like Howard, who's opened up so much about himself on the radio. You know, what is there new to say in an article, and trying to find those things that he doesn't talk about in the air, because there's certain things he doesn't go into, and we'll see if we get to talk about it.
So you're ready to sink your teeth into this interview, no pun intended.
Hopefully there's some reciprocity with the openness.
This is the worst week of my life. I got to do Jon Stewart tonight. I want to hang my fucking self. Yeah, and I'm sweating. I'm sick. I mean, I'm really sick. I can't talk sick. But I can't. Can I cancel Jon Stewart? I mean, that's kind of bogus, right?
Right. I mean, they're, you know, you can't cancel at the last minute unless you're like on your deathbed, I think.
And then I got Jimmy Kimmel via satellite on Thursday. And by the way, Jon Stewart doesn't tape till like 7 o'clock at night.
Oh.
I just want to go to bed. I'm just so fucked.
Well, can you go to bed in between?
I tried blaming Beth because she had a cold and that she gave it to me, but I don't think she gave it to me.